What's up, y'all? Welcome to Three Brothers and a Shot of Milk. Well, two brothers. Chris is out. He's doing his wedding anniversary thing. But we talking superheroes,
Boo!
movies, TV, comic books. Did you just boo his wedding anniversary?
I'm joking. I'm happy for them both. There, it's
We're
good
talking
times.
superheroes, movies, TV, anime, action figures, comic books, and more. I'm Lawrence St. Victor. We got Jack Walker Pearson, Richard Wilson. Well, real quick, I want to show you guys something. So,
What you
for
got?
Chris's wedding anniversary, Chris's wedding was pretty dope, and I want to show you a
Was it?
picture.
I don't know. I was never there.
Oh dang, man.
No.
Dang, Rich, don't come at me. Don't come at me. But Chris had his groomsmen wear something under their tuxedo shirts.
Yeah.
So he was like this the whole time under our shirts, and then you of course ripped him open, which
That's
is
so,
pretty cool.
that's so
And,
crisp.
and
And what are the ladies wearing under theirs?
Whoa.
under their dresses.
I
I,
I only assume some sort of.
Listen, I went with my wife. I have no idea what they had on. You don't ask me, Jack. Don't ask me no questions. But they are wearing masks. Now, how do I get out of this? Oh, there we go. Okay, gentlemen, how was your week? What are you reading? Well, before all that, for those of you watching this after the live, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz. Hit that notification bell. And
Yeah.
those that are joining us live,
Mm-hmm.
still like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell.
You don't necessarily have to wait.
You don't have to wait. Do it now. How was your week, guys? What's going on?
I'll let Jack go first.
Well, let's see. I watched. I watched Eric. You watched that last week, right?
Yeah. I started.
Eric.
I'm not done with it though. But
Who's
yes.
Eric again?
Eric is not really giving anything away. It's Benedict Cumberbatch.
Right.
I'll give a little away. His son goes missing, and he kind of invents an imaginary friend to help him track it down. Now I'll tell you, I enjoyed the movie. I enjoyed the performances, but none of the characters are likable. Not a single one of them.
Yeah.
Not any of them. They're all like horrible people.
But are they charming? Is Benedict charming?
No, he's a terrible dad. He's a terrible dad. Right up until the end of the movie, spoiler alert, he's just a terrible dad. He almost doesn't do anything right.
Etc. So forth and so on. What's up? We are live. What is going on, my man?
And like the mom is not a good mother either, and she's an even worse wife. So it's like, but he's a terrible husband. So it's like, and then the best friends are all like everyone in the movie is. It made it really hard for me to enjoy the film. So I was talking about Eric, the movie that came on Netflix. It's got good performances, but they're all kind of like morally deplorable. And it's hard for me. It's hard for me to get behind characters that you just can't like. I didn't like any of them. And then I watched Joe Coy, his stand up.
Okay.
Yo, this guy had me rolling.
Is that Netflix?
It's on Netflix. Yeah, he did a special in Brooklyn, and pretty inappropriate some of it, but I was laugh out loud, actually laughing out loud.
Comedy's supposed to be inappropriate. Stand up has to be inappropriate.
I know.
Like you can't do PC stand up. Like it actually doesn't work really.
Yeah,
maybe Seinfeld can get away with it, but like it's really hard to do.
Nah, I mean, listen, you can have wholesome, funny comedy. It works.
Name one. Name one person.
Well, there is actually one person, but it's very ironic.
Who?
Bill Cosby.
Oh. Yeah, because he was doing all the dirt behind closed doors.
Hey, I'm saying nothing.
So I enjoyed that. Yeah, that's pretty much been my week.
Oh, nice. Rich.
Yeah.
How was your week, man?
I mean, my week was just going. It was training. My week was like off and on. It was like I go to work and then I don't go to work. I go to training and then kind of throws my day off a little bit. And, makes me wish that I was back in mornings again because I kind of like it. Other than that, Nothing. Watching my usual stuff. My Hero, Kaiju number 9, which I'm telling you, y'all need to be
Number
watching.
9.
Kaiju number 8. Kaiju number 8. I keep doing that.
Set them
But
straight, Ross.
Yeah. Man.
But it hits. It hits. The intro and outro also hits. Y'all need to be in the Kaiju number 8. All right. I'll put it in the group chat. Y'all ignore me as usual.
Putting it in the group chat and not one person responds.
Nobody. And I'm just like, you know what? Forget them. I put it in my playlist for iTunes and I jam out to it when I go to work. Anyway, and that's really it.
Nick DiPaolo, Jack. If you're into stand up, Nick DiPaolo.
Keep that up there. Keep that up there. Okay, I made a note of it.
And Jack, the glasses that you started the show off was like Clark Kent vibe.
That's right.
Come on, Clark.
That's right.
Well, my week was pretty good. Rich, guess what I did?
What you do?
Started watching Kaiju number 8.
Oh, hey, come on.
You keep talking about anime, like it starts to hit a threshold where I'm like, all right, what am I doing with my life? Like I have to start watching it.
What do you think? What do you think?
I've only gotten to the first episode.
Okay.
It's pretty freaking dope. I only the first episode had the intro though, so I didn't hear the intro. We can kind of just get into it.
Yeah, might not have the intro right now, but the outro.
I jumped on here right before the outro hit.
Okay.
So I just missed the outro. But it's dope, man. It's the animation is clean. It's so clean. And it kind of rides the line of like this kind of horrific action monster stuff and that kind of charming anime light. Like they so far it balanced itself really cool.
Yeah.
I'm excited. I'm in, Rich. Kaiju. That's why I corrected you. I'm like, am I watching the wrong one? Is it number 9?
Number 9.
What else this week?
What you got? What you doing?
I pre-ordered some toys.
What'd you pre-order?
Well, I got the freaking, the Batman and Forever Wave drop, the McFarlane Batman Forever Wave. And I got to get the Chris O'Donnell Robin. I'm not getting the whole wave. I do have something over here I think you're going to like, but I'll save that for Collector's Corner.
Can I say something about McFarlane?
Better say nice things.
So, I started picking up some of these Mayfex, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
These are quality toys, like real quality toys.
Yeah.
And I had the Superman Mayfex, the Hush Superman Mayfex, which I dig. But in comparison to these McFarlanes, they pretty much have the same articulation.
Is it $60? Is it a $50 worth of better than?
No, and that's kind of what I was getting at. It's like here's the deal. McFarlane give you no accessories. Mayfex, they give you head swaps, they give you hand swaps. What up, C23? They give you. I'm not seeing any of the chat again today. So every now and again, I get none of it.
You're not seeing. Wait, you don't see it when I pull it up?
I see it when you pull it up. I'm not seeing it otherwise.
Oh shoot.
And whatever. It's all right. I'll see it when you pull it up.
Yeah, you will. Yes, you will.
They give you the weapons. They give you. It's like if. And the quality is great with the Mayfex, but these damn McFarlanes are so good for the price point.
I mean, Mayfex is like your sister, right? She got the Gambit.
What?
That's the only Gambit you'll ever need. You'll never need another Gambit again. But you paid to get the best Gambit ever.
Listen, you're talking right.
But if you want to get I like Batman, so I want to get Batman through the years. You don't do that with Mayfex. You get one Batman. That's your definitive Batman. Unless you just want to drop $1,000 on like a bunch of different Batman.
Go back to that Batman you just had in your hand.
Come on, baby.
Bro, that pose is cold. Holy.
Dude, I'm telling you. And I have him punching the Joker on my desk. Hold up. I got him punching the Joker.
So this is the deal. If that were a Mayfex version of that, you'd have at least 5 hands, a couple heads. You'd have the grappling hook.
But is it $50 worth of accessories?
Yes.
What?
But
$50?
But it's not $120. If you're buying it in US, you're probably paying closer to $100, $160. You got to order the stuff from Japan and pay for shipping, in which case you're just paying the price of the figure in like $20 shipping. It's way cheaper.
I guess it comes down. Well, also it depends on the sculpt too, because some of the Mayfix sculpts are just a million times like there's no some McFarlane sculpts knock it out the park.
Oh,
But I
this was the other thing I was going to say about it. I got a new Mayfix toy. I wasn't gonna show and tell, but I did a head swap on it. The Mayfix are so customized.
Are you going to show us, or are you going to wait? I'm going to blow up your screen if you're going to show us.
I'll show you.
Hey, Rich, how are you?
All right. So I put this head on this body, right?
Is that what
that's
head
the
is
black
that?
suit. That's the black suit Superman.
Right.
Wait,
when did you get that?
Oh, I just got that. That's what I'm talking about. I just got that. This should be my show and tell.
You're down the rabbit hole.
I wasn't gonna. I'm 100%.
Your action figure collection is about to be like a $1,000 collection off of just five figures.
That's what I'm saying. You gotta like figure out where you're getting them from. But these guys come with multiple heads, so I swapped them out for my Hush. Right.
That's cool. Okay. That's cool.
Okay, it is, but it's not because the head actually doesn't connect. I got silly putty in there.
Wait, the Mayfix parts don't match?
The Mayfix are so specific that even the heads, you can't just necessarily swap these figures out. And that's why I was going to say there's something about these McFarlane retooling his parts. It's real easy to customize and swap an arm or a leg out.
That's very true. But I guess with Mayfix they're going, it's already perfect. Why would you need?
And you know what?
They
would be correct in that.
Superpowers. You should see what is coming out on Wave 8: a Dark Knight Batman, a boost. You know what? That Fleischer Superman, Jack, you hate superpowers figures, so stop nodding. He's talking about the 4 points of articulation. Okay, we don't want. But I tell you, I don't know if I'm gonna get any superpowers right now. I'm not sure. But the Fleischer Superman is just a repaint. I can't wait for him to do a Fleischer Superman in the regular 7-inch figure line. That would be fire. But that's my point. That's my point, Jack. For me, it's like I have a whole cabinet full of Superman with different costumes, and I can justify it because these figures are all like $20, $24.
That's right.
I cannot do that with the Mayfix figures.
That's right. But I put together the McFarlane line for the Death and Return of Superman, and the second I got Steel,
you're down a rabbit hole.
And it's a rabbit hole I'm so happy to be down. Having
Rich,
the black.
Can you pull this up on Facebook Messenger? You able to pull this picture up?
Like having these figures in the Mayfix form. My comment is what I love about
this is your sister, right? Yeah. I mean, if you can't have Gambit be alone.
Oh no.
You can't have Gambit be alone.
If you're gonna get the Rogue figure, I'll send you a link where you should order it from. It's gonna be cheaper.
See, he's talking right. The cool thing about the Superpowers figures, Jack, even though they're perfect on your desk, and they're $10 a pop.
Yeah, and they like this.
Oh, here we go.
And they like this.
Here we go.
They like this. Come on. It's like that kid in the Christmas Story who can't put his arms down.
Yes, I stole our mother's phone.
Nice. Anyway, sorry, not to debo your slot, but I was thinking about, it's fun to be able to swap out the McFarlane stuff.
So now you just got to get Eradicator and Superboy.
I would have, if I weren't moving, I would have pre-ordered them last week, both of them. And if you're looking for those figures, this probably in the news segment, but if you're looking for Eradicator and Superboy, they're pre-orders. One of them drops in July.
Jack, you got to put that link so I can put it in the chat so people can you're telling us you got to get it from this site. It's so great, and you never it took a week to tell me the site.
Yeah, that's right. Because I'm debating about whether I want people to actually know about it or not.
Ooh.
I'll send you the thing. You can put it in the chat. What was I gonna say? Oh, yeah. And the other one drops in December. So they both dropped this year.
They didn't drop yet.
No, they're pre-order. They're not out yet. That's why you can still get those two for like $50.
Chill with cat and a bot. I assume that's an emoji. What up, Pop Johnson?
Etc. Send it again through Messenger. It's not coming up.
I'll send you my extra Gambit head. She'll give you an extra Gambit head.
All right. I'll send it.
But yo, that sounds like a great. Jack is spending money, and I love it. Yo, Rich,
Yo,
I got a question for you, man.
gonna regret this,
I've
but
been
yeah.
missing this. I've been missing this. Okay, why is Deadpool's house so cold?
Why is Deadpool's house so cold?
But it's because he keeps breaking the fourth wall.
You know the first character to really start breaking the fourth wall?
Zach Morris.
Is
Am I wrong?
She-Hulk was
She-Hulk,
the first Marvel character to consistently break the fourth wall with She-Hulk. So Deadpool is just ripping off her style.
But can we both agree that no one broke the fourth wall better than Zach Morris?
I got a joke for you, Lawrence.
Uh-huh.
Do you know why Aquaman crossed the road?
Why did Aquaman cross the road?
Just for the halibut.
Where? No,
He did it,
no.
he did it just
no,
for the halibut.
No.
Etc. just sent the link, Rich.
Okay.
Thank you. All right. I think this segment definitely needs some redeeming. So we're going to go down the street, make a left at the right, fly through that do not fly through sign, and we'll end up at the collector's corner.
It's show and tell time.
Here at the Collector's Corner, we take something out of our toy chest, something of our video game case, something off our comic book shelf, and we showcase it to the world. It can be worth millions of dollars. In Jack's case, now he's spending millions of dollars on these Mayfix toys. Or it can be just sentimental, like Chris, because he makes his toys from scratch.
That's so mean. He's not even here to defend himself.
It's fine. Gentlemen, who's up? Wait,
right.
wait, hold on. Why are you getting canceled, Jack? That's what I want to know.
Yeah.
Because of that horrible joke.
Oh, yeah, you're right. You should be canceled.
That's
Corey.
true.
You're absolutely right.
All right, here's my show and tell this week.
Hold on, let me blow you up.
Hey, yeah, blow me up. All right, here we go. This is Green Lantern, Green Arrow. This is John Stewart's debut.
Nice.
I've been gunning for this guy for quite some time. I got him about 2 months ago.
That is sick. What year is that? Is the date on the cover? I can't see.
It's 80 whatever it is.
It's got to be 70s, right? That's 80s.
Whatever it is.
Well, it's number 87. But yeah, what year did this come out? That's a great question.
Got to be like late. Like I mean, because he's got that sort of fro on. That's why.
Yeah, it might be 70. I'd be making up a number to guess, but I think you're right. It's probably like 78
or like 80, if anything, maybe. I guess we could all just Google it. But
we could, yeah. We have this channel. I've got the comic, and we are definitely the definitive voices on the street, ladies and gentlemen.
That's how I am. That's what I believe. That's how I do it in my house.
Wow. Someone looking it up so we don't look like.
Oh, okay, yeah. I'll look it up. John Stewart's first appearance.
Yeah, this is it. So pretty cool. Happy to add this to my collection. I've been gunning for it for a long time now. And I got it on eBay, man. I got it for way cheaper than it's worth. This thing, even in bad condition, is a few $100, at least a couple $100, and I didn't even pay $100 for it. So
it says
nice.
December 71 / January 72. So maybe he came out.
71, 72.
Yeah, it's giving me 2 dates, but yeah, that's pretty dope. Is it worth getting graded?
It's worth getting cleaned up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, unless I guess the way I feel about it is unless 71. You. Thanks, Corey. I guess my feeling on getting stuff graded is unless you think it's depending on the comic. Like a friend of mine just hit me up. He goes, "Hey, I found this comic. I have in my collection. I'm wondering if it's worth anything. I think it probably is." It's
Jack's
Wolverine.
like, no, but I'll buy it from you.
Right.
for $20.
I thought about that. He says it's the Hulk comic where Wolverine makes his first appearance. And I said, "Are you telling me you have Hulk 181?"
What?
And he goes, "Yeah, I think so." He's an older cat. And I said, "Well, send me a picture of what you have." He does. He has Hulk 181.
Now you have 180.
That's right. I have 180. That's
you
right.
have 180. Okay.
That's right. So I said, "Send me a picture of this thing." He's got 181. Now, 181 in the worst condition possible, like a 0.5 is still, or a 0.05 rather, is still worth almost $2,000. So in the worst possible condition, that comic book you can still make
It's
$1,000.
my face, Connie. So did you tell him the truth? Or did you say, "Oh, it's trash. Let me take it off your hands for $30"?
Well, I asked him what he's trying to do with it, because I would give him $1,000 without even talking to him. I'd be like, sight unseen, I'll give you $1,000 for it. I haven't actually seen it yet though. But
once you say that to him, that's going to make him go like, "Well, I'm gonna hold on to it."
no, I think he should hold on to it. I'm not trying to take advantage of anybody, but I think he should. But what I told him is that thing, even in bad condition, should probably get graded. But there's something funny about that, because if it's like a 6, then you could probably get $6,000 for it.
Jeez.
You know, that thing in mint condition is fair market value is $70,000, but I see people trying to sell it for $200,000. So you probably sell it for over $100,000, honestly. You know, but they're unicorns. They don't really exist in 9.8s. Not really, not a lot of them. So I told him what he needs to do is get it cleaned, pressed, and then graded. Mm-hmm. This guy isn't as rare as that guy. So unless I thought this were an 8 or a 9, I probably wouldn't grade it. Because the other thing that you can do if you're trying to sell it on like eBay or something is you just pick the price you think it is, put a price tag next to it, with a series of photos, and say, you look at it, you be the judge.
Best offer.
True. You might get a crazy Jon Stewart fan who's like, "Listen, I'll drop it because I want it."
Right.
Exactly. So like if I were going to try to sell that online, I would price it between 3 and 5 and just sit on it. Someone will definitely buy it eventually.
Go ahead, Jack.
That's pretty dope.
Rich.
Well, before we go, hold on. I got them picks up. Baby.
Why is Rich looks like he really does this for a living?
I know.
We're pretending to be podcasters, but now etc. so forth and so on. Is it me or that Batman emblem looks a little like Affleck? That's supposed to be. What is that supposed to be? That's Dark Knight Returns. It's more like
Affleck. It looks like a big dash on his chest. like there's no detail to that bat signal. Now the Superman, on the other hand, that thing was looking pretty good.
It is. I mean, it's just a repaint of the original one. But
that do the knees bend? It look like there's a joint in the knee.
Yeah, the knees bend, and that's it. Knees bend, arms move up and down, and head turns right and left. And of course, the legs go up and down. But I can't wait for McFarlane to do that Fleischer Superman in that 7-inch form.
All right,
man. Well, nice.
Man, McFarlane makes some pretty ugly head sculpts for Superman, though.
You crazy?
I'm not crazy. I'm serious.
Well, speaking of Superman,
Denise bend the I think you meant to say the knees bend.
Denise bend
or Denise bend.
The legs does bend.
The arms don't. Yeah, except for going back and forth and head turns.
Yeah. So yeah, check it out. I'm finishing my Blackest Night, or at least showing y'all, because I already have it all. Let's be honest with you. And I got Superman. Speaking of Superman, we got Black Lantern Superman. Oh, that's not. There we go. See?
Dude, okay, Rich, I have to ask you.
What up?
What made you jump into this wave?
Well, mainly because of the Build-A-Figure. The Build-A-Figure.
But like,
and then also because they're evil versions of the superheroes.
You've been trying to collect evil versions.
Yes.
Yeah.
Rich is just cooler than the rest of us.
I'm just, just like, hey, everyone wants the good guys. I want a little bit of the bad guys. What you want from me?
Yes.
So
Let me see it again. Let me see it again.
check them out. Check them out. Check them out.
What's really cool about that storyline, if memory serves me right, is that the Black Lanterns come and it possesses like all the heroes who have died before. That's why I think
Yeah,
Superman gets possessed. So that's like it's a dope story.
they're all dead. They're all zombies pretty much.
Oh, you mean
Yeah.
dead and returned?
If they've ever died,
Yeah,
it can like affect them. That's why I think Superman has the Black
Oh.
Lantern on because he died once.
yeah.
It's pretty
So
cool.
I think
Well
I got
done.
one more left to show you, and then I'm gonna put them all together, and we'll put all the pieces together, and I'll show you.
And where is it gonna go?
I got room up here. I guess it may
Yeah?
not look like it, but there's still a little bit of room right there. These guys right here are kind of pushed to the back, so there's room, and there's still room right up in that middle area right there.
Okay. I love your room. His room looks crazy.
I know it's
I
official.
love it. It looks like
He's even reversed the light up glass thing so we can read it when he's casting.
Yeah,
and that's sitting on the toy box.
that's sitting on the Lobo box.
Rich, you're killing it. Rich, I got something I think you're gonna love.
What you got?
Marvel Legends, and I'll do an unboxing, and hopefully it'll drop Monday or Tuesday.
Okay.
Marvel Legends dropped this Deadpool figure. Bro, this is sick. It's off I think Deadpool 2 technically. This is like it's the only Deadpool figure you really need unless you really want a comic book one.
Right.
I dig the movie one that has the belt and the pouches. He comes with the knives. He
Look
comes
at the
with
accessories.
swords. Like he comes with 6 extra hands. He has guns in the holster that you can take out. Got the swords, like I said, the knives. I forgot the significance of the unicorn.
The unicorn, yeah.
What was that?
That was just his thing.
That was his
From
thing.
the movie, at least. I don't know about the comic, but that was his thing.
It's just a dope freaking figure, man. So I think you might have to track this down.
Man, what's the price point on that guy?
Yeah, what was that?
It's Marvel Legends, so it's probably like $27-$30.
So if I find it after, they'll probably jack it up another 10, 20.
But it's still circulating out now, so you might be able to find it before the aftermarket. I got this delivered from GameStop.
Oh,
it came like last week.
The only thing I don't like about the Legend line is the torso, the abs into the rib cage is a funny connection point. Like, it's not very elegant.
Yeah, but I guess Marvel heads would say they don't like the McFarlane diaper. You know, that all their figures have that like plasticky diaper. It works for some figures and don't. I guess you have to choose.
Oh yeah,
you want all this articulation, Jack. You know.
I know, but it's just you see that line. It's like what's nice about the Mafex and the McFarlanes and even this guy, this cheap ass Street Fighter man, Streets of Rage character is. They hide the articulation in where the body naturally has curves and bends.
I'll say this isn't so bad because his actually works with the suit.
Yeah, but most of the other characters.
Yeah.
There, Axel.
But not all of them. Because look at this Toby figure. This Toby figure kind of has a similar McFarlane cut.
What's his waistline look like though? Look at turn him sideways.
His waist is snatched.
Yeah, see, he's
got. No, it is there. Yeah.
He's got they got like this T joint in there. It's weird.
Yeah, they got that T.
And it's on all the characters, and depending on the color pattern and the paint job, they're way more noticeable on some than others.
Yeah. I'm not too big in Marvel Legends, but when I see a dope figure, especially a dope movie figure, I gotta get it. And
that's also why I'm not a huge fan of like the thigh articulation because you have to put that cut in the.
You gotta rub them thighs down.
You gotta put that cut in the figures to make it.
McFarlane does a better. I prefer the ball joint than the thigh cut.
Yeah, you like them ball joints.
I do. I love ball joints.
Love them ball joints.
But this diaper here does not work on every figure. It kind of messes up the sculpt depending on the figure. We'll have a show and tell of that probably in a few weeks. But there's a figure that's coming out that's like it does not work at all.
From McFarlane?
Mm-hmm.
Who?
Well, the Robin figure coming out, it doesn't work because it only works if the character naturally has briefs. But if your character doesn't have briefs, then it's a
Yeah.
weird soft diaper when it should just be pants. Oh, check this out. Okay, here we go.
Oh, like the Lobo that I talked about that I unboxed. Yeah, I should go check
Yeah.
that one out. But yeah, it kind of yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Like this Catwoman right here.
Everyone liked that Catwoman.
But it's supposed to be one bodysuit. But
Yeah.
this
Yeah.
diaper, it breaks up the scope, and it almost looks like, why is it so long?
Yeah, she's from Thailand. That's why.
hey, rich son of a!
Wow.
If
But
Deadpool
it's
got
in the- but
ripped
it's
in
in the
half,
right
he would grow
curve.
2 Deadpools. Is that true? No.
No.
That'd be interesting though. Which part of him? What if like both parts grow back?
No, only the part with the head, the brain.
That's what she said. Well, that was a great segment, guys.
Yeah. Wow.
I think it's time for some news.
It's
Job breaking news.
Now, Rich, I assume you're aware of this because you're kind of our video game guy. That IGN had like a massive like video game weekend where they dropped like trailers for so many games coming out. So I'm gonna just list off a bunch of games that they dropped trailers to, and
Go do that.
you,
Go do that. Because I was not paying attention at all this week.
at all.
I was all over. I was all over the place with work and training and whatnot, man.
That's
I was
fair.
in class and one. Anyway, keep going.
But a lot of stuff. Oh, and what I'm excited about, which probably nobody else is Life is Strange is coming back, called with a new game, kind of
Okay.
that choose your own adventure game. But it's based on, it's going back to the original character. Because in the first game, I think you told me about it. She can like rewind time, so you can
Right.
do it at will. This game, her powers have evolved to the point where she uses her powers. She breaks into an alternate universe.
Can she fast forward time to get to the end of the game?
The next on the list,
wait, no, because I got questions.
yeah.
So,
Thank you, Crystal Martinez. That game is dope, and the soundtrack is amazing to Life is Strange. It
Crystal
always has been.
Martinez,
Crystal Martinez is in the
welcome to
house.
the show.
Welcome.
What you saying,
No.
Rich?
So, are there like multiple endings now since you split realities or
Well, basically,
create a branch?
What happens is a friend of hers dies, and as I guess she's using her powers to rewind time. She
Okay.
breaks into an alternate universe where her friend is alive. So she tries to use the clues of the universe where her friend is still alive to prevent the death in her universe where she's from. So it's like you're kind of grabbing clues from different universes. So you might be able to
go back. She got to go back to the original.
I think you might be able to go back and forth by will. Because in the last game, you can rewind time by will.
How many universes?
Probably just 2.
You don't know, huh?
Guys, Stalker 2, Heart of Chernobyl is coming up September 1st. They dropped the trailer. Now, I'm not going to go over the trailers for these. I didn't watch them. I'm just going to give you a list of some really cool game trailers that dropped. And you guys can check them out yourself.
That's
You
true.
see the Assassin's Creed one?
They dropped some gameplay.
I saw that.
It looked weird because the gameplay looked like, is this gameplay or is this like
It looked like most of
animated?
it.
Yeah.
If that's the gameplay, then wow, where are we?
Good. Yo, Ghosty Man, what's going
Ghosty Man,
on?
what's up?
We chilling, man. We're talking about video game trailers that dropped on this IG like live weekend. So they did drop gameplay of Assassin's Creed.
Yeah.
Doom, the Dark Ages. They dropped trailer.
So
and
I
new
did see
images.
that. I did see that. Yeah.
Rich, are you excited about Doom? You were a Doom guy back in the day.
I was a Doom guy, but I'm like, how are you
PC.
doing this with the the helmet and everything? If it's like Dark Ages, then you got the shield and it's kind of like chainsaw. But I'm like, you know what? Why
Come
ask
on.
questions?
Don't ask questions, man.
Just enjoy the gore and guts.
Have fun.
Okay.
Gears of War 6 dropped their trailer. If you guys into Gears of War, that looked
Not
pretty
really.
cool.
Okay.
Machine Games. Indiana Jones is getting a game. Indiana Jones and the Great Circle coming out this year.
The Great Circle Jerk.
Come on, let it go, Rich. Just let that one go.
Man.
Just got home from work. Go see if I got home from work. Glad I can catch y'all. Thank you for
Hey.
like getting home from work. You probably had a hard freaking day busting your ass, and you decided to come home and turn us on. That is what's up.
I feel sorry for you. I mean, yeah, no, thank you.
Wow.
Appreciate
Come on, man, don't run them off.
Rich is out of control.
She's out of control today.
We got a Fable is dropping. Fables dropped their trailer for
Now,
Xbox.
is it the butt ugly chick that they had on? Because they would drop something like years ago, but it never came out.
I don't know if there's a butt ugly chick in this, Rich.
Apologize, Sue. Apologize.
Apologize. And Call of Duty Black Ops 6.
Oh yeah, I know that's coming.
How do you feel about this?
How many Call of Duties are there?
Call of Duty is a lot.
This says 6, but I feel like there's probably other ones in between the numbers.
There's definitely other ones. I'm playing right now. What was it? Modern Warfare 3, I believe what it is. But then there's also Warzone. So there's a whole bunch of them.
I play Modern Warfare. It's cool.
Fable.
You're looking forward to Fable. I mean, it looks pretty dope. I didn't watch the whole trailer. I saw images. It looks dope. And Power Rangers is coming out with a Rita's Rewind. Power Rangers Rita's Rewind, which is like an arcade game. It plays like an old 90s arcade game, which could be dope, or it's going to play like an old 90s arcade game.
Yeah.
And we get into Star Wars Outlaws, which looks cool. I haven't actually ever played a Star Wars game.
Wars Outlaw. That's one with a butt ugly chick.
You haven't played a Star Wars game?
Not really.
Ever?
Ever. I heard the last one was really good.
It was.
It was really good.
How have you managed to avoid all the Star Wars games?
Like all of them.
I don't know.
And there's so many different kinds.
There really are. There's like flyers and what. Like,
I know.
How did you?
Well, maybe I'll get the last one.
Did you never came over? I think I had one on 64. You never came over?
No, I never did. I didn't even know you had a Star Wars game. I ain't.
I played that game so much it made my eyes cross. I literally had to shut my eyes for a week after playing it.
They never went back yet. So, out of the video game news, Fallout
you skipped one.
What was that?
Well, you should just remind it while we're talking about video games.
Yeah.
August, dropping in August.
What's dropping in August?
Cat's Quest 3.
Oh my God!
Okay,
man.
Okay. Oh hell yeah! Oh man, where's the ghosty mine? You're warming my heart. You're warming my cold, dead heart, man. Thank you so much. And Jack, we're not doing cat. You enjoy your Cat's Quest.
I can't wait for August.
But this week, I forgot to tell you in the beginning of the episode, I finished Fallout finally. And we got word from the showrunner that Fallout Season 2, they're going as fast as possible. That we're going to start production very soon and hit the ground running so they can get this thing out quickly. I guess so we don't have to wait 3 years between seasons, which kind of has been the thing with streamers, right?
Yeah.
So it's kind of crazy.
It's ridiculous. It's like movies now.
Buck Rogers. Is that a game coming out? Is there a Buck Rogers game coming out?
Is there a Buck Rogers game?
Why not? If there's not.
Don't. Please. No.
3.
Do not.
Dead.
Yo, so a man stops a knife attack saying his anime hero would have done the same thing. The Taiwanese man helped stop a knife attack because that's what his anime hero, Hamel from Frieren Beyond Journey's End would do.
Okay.
He also said he hopes his actions and pride as an otaku, which is like a gamer into like culture.
Otaku.
My bad. Otaku will help improve public perception of those who identify as such. Yo.
Of course, this also backfires because he's saying that video games do affect human behavior. Thanks a lot.
This is anime, okay? First of all, and it's for the greater good, okay?
You're right.
Everyone's okay.
He saved somebody.
He saved somebody because of anime, Jack.
Did he incur any bodily injury?
Doesn't say.
I mean, it's a knife attack. He probably did.
Or at least a knife attacker might have. Brick to the head. We'll see. Do a deep dive in your own time. Deadpool and Wolverine. Sean Levy is Marvel's top choice to direct Avengers 5. I guess the early screenings where they saw. So it looks like he hasn't given them an answer yet, but apparently they're poaching him. Tough, which is interesting because apparently Avengers 5 is going to have reportedly more than 60 MCU characters reprising their roles in the next Avengers movie.
Wow. Okay.
So that's going to be... And they kind of have to, because this multiverse saga never really came to a conclusion. So we kind of have to like figure out a way to go from that saga to the next one. And There's a lot of people. Guys, remember there was a Shang-Chi movie? Like,
Yeah.
we got to get him in the game. There's a lot of people that got to get in the game. Last of Us season 2 is going to be shorter than season 1, but the third season will be potentially significantly longer, which means to me, I'm not going to spoil nothing. But those who played the second game know. So it looks like their second season is going to be like a little mini season that's not the game.
Okay.
A little before game 2.
No, I got
things
part
happen.
2.
Did you
Haven't
play
played
it
it yet because
no, you got to play part 1.
You told me to play part 1. So
You gotta play have you played part 1, Rich?
I have not. No.
Let's not. What is with this cat? I think everyone is okay, Connie. Thanks to anime, his streets are safe. What else we got here? Like a Dragon Yakuza live action series is coming this fall. I guess it's based off a game, right? That's a game. Yeah. Sega's Dragon series games.
Yeah.
And Netflix animation news, they're dropping a Ghostbusters freaking cartoon on Netflix. Apparently, it looks like they're going against like kaijus too. They didn't reveal who the Ghostbusters were going to be, but they had some I guess giant kaiju sized ghosts. Interesting, and we're getting like a Terminator 0. They didn't show much to it, but that's it.
Is that cartoon live action?
It's all animation.
No. There's word on the street. There's rumor news.
Let's hit the rumor mill.
Okay, so here's some rumor news. I got this from my older brother. He said Bryan Cranston is aggressively pushing to play Mr. Sinister.
Okay.
In live action.
Bryan Cranston can do no wrong. He can play anybody. Do I want a Mr. Sinister as X-Men's first villain?
Who says only villain, though?
True. And I guess I do, because he has not been depicted in live action yet.
I'm trying to picture Bryan Cranston, but I feel like Bryan Cranston might be a little too old for that.
Right.
He's going to wear all the...
Not unless they CG him, then yeah, because Mr. Sinister kind of had besides his teeth, he kind of had a dark model-esque kind of look to him.
That's right. He's like Dorian Gray in the sense of he's hiding his age in something, which is why it was so, it was a big moment in the animated series when he was stripped of that.
Yeah.
He looked like a shriveled up. So yeah, that'd be the interesting thing about him playing it, though.
Get that cat out of the box, and for some reason, Rich, shut your mouth.
First of all, I stated why I said what I said. Okay, all right. Take it up with your character. All right.
It's interesting. Is Bryan Cranston like a serious X-Men head? Because to specifically want to play Mr. Sinister is very specific.
I would imagine he is.
I see him as one of the older characters. Well, Sinister's an older character.
He can play whoever he wants.
Yeah, I mean, yes, he's an old character, but
they'll cast him as.
I don't even want them to do an X-Men movie yet. I like get your phase together, get Fantastic Four together. Let's get these things together before you bring on another.
They've already teased Beast.
That's an alternate universe. That don't count.
The whole thing is an alternate universe. What are you talking about?
That's the problem. And the thing about the Marvel universe, mutants outnumber every superhero. So if you're really going to go into mutants, you're changing your entire. So just have it all planned and figured out. Because once you go the mutants route, you can't go back. You can't go back. Once you go mutant, you can't go back. And last bit of news, we're going to go to the trailer park.
Time for some trailer park trash.
I would agree, because Venom 3 trailer dropped.
Oh, my God.
No, wait. Can we talk about this? Can we talk about the Venom trailer?
Please, come on.
Right. I know ain't a single one of you guys read, and Chris included, read the King in Black.
Jack, you've been talking about this comic for 3 years.
Yeah. Well, and here it is. This is the live action version of the King in Black, because you have the symbiotes coming to Earth, wrecking havoc on everything, except for, I would say this is even worse than what they did with Gore. the God Butcher.
This movie is gonna piss you off.
Yeah.
Well, there's no. It looks like no King in Black. Looks like they got like knockoff aliens.
But correct me if I'm wrong. Didn't he fight other Venoms in part 1?
In part 2.
Part 2, yeah.
No,
Well, no, and one.
part
and
1
yeah,
and
and
2.
one,
That's
yes,
what I'm
1 and
saying.
2, yeah.
He fought other Venoms in part 1, fought Carnage in part 2, and now he's fighting other symbiotes in part 3. It'd be the same movie.
That's right, but there's more of them.
There was more. Wasn't there a few of them in part 1? No, there was just one.
There was a gang in part 1. There was one that he was really afraid of, but there was a lot of them. There was a few of them.
We did this already.
Yeah. And that's why without it actually kind of being the King in Black, I don't
know much about Buck Rogers, but I hear it's amazing. It's like a space guy.
Buck Rogers is the OG.
He's before Flash Gordon.
Buck Rogers set the scene for all these heroes to have storylines.
But the horse part was cool. when the symbiote wrapped around him, that was cool. He's one of the first superheroes. Oh, would you say he's like he's a superhero or a space guy?
What is?
He's a super space guy.
Superhero space guy.
Would you say he's before
he's
the
not
Phantom?
Superhero, he's a space guy.
Okay.
He's as old as the Phantom. He's old. Buck Rogers is old, man.
Okay. Well, Rich, stop laughing.
I wasn't laughing.
That was it.
That's the day. That's it. Now I want you guys to get your crap together because it's time for a debate.
Let's get ready to rumble.
I love it. Yo, it's been a while since we had a debate. And those in the chat, please join in on this debate. We got a good debate today. What was the debate again?
It's so good, I can't remember it.
I had like a million in my head. Oh, if you could... Okay, all right. So we're going over the Acolyte today. And if any of you guys have been paying attention, all Star Wars makes are prequels of their content. That's really it. Like every streaming series is never in present time or the future. It's always a prequel, which made me start to think, if you can make a prequel out of any sci-fi, fantasy, superhero, action TV show or movie, what would that prequel be and why? I hate prequels, but sometimes the prequel is pretty darn good and necessary. Sometimes, like Obi-Wan, you just tripping over yourself because you know you can't do anything because we know it's supposed to happen.
You didn't like Obi-Wan?
I liked it, but you can't watch it knowing what's going to happen in the next 10 years for these characters. It's only like 10 years away from the first Star Wars movie.
Yeah.
How did he get so old so quick?
And all of a sudden, he had no emotion towards killing Vader or his fight with Vader. And Vader kills him. They don't talk or nothing, but they have this whole, like, it don't work. It don't work. Oh, Ghosty Ma said John Wick.
There is a John Wick prequel.
Oh, no. That's a freaking hotel prequel.
No, yeah,
we're not talking about
the
that
Continental
crap.
Is a prequel to the.
Oh
Wick.
No.
But you want to see John Wick when he was Wiccan.
I want to see John Wick, man.
Wick. Okay.
What you guys got?
The Boba Yaga. I got 3.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll start with one of them. I would want a prequel of 47 Ronin because the best thing about that movie for me, doesn't count, Jack. What doesn't count?
Anything.
The Continental doesn't count.
Oh, the Continental.
All
It's terrible.
All right. Yeah, well, really. The best thing about 47 Ronin for me was the backdrop of the world. The backdrop of that world was interesting. It was creative. It was cool. It was textured. And the movie never goes into it at all. You kind of see glimpses of it, and then they never touch on the world at all. And then there was this other... Yeah, so he was right. There was this other 47 Ronin movie that came out, and it was set in the future, and there was even less of the world. It was set in, like, grungy New York City. And it was like, what happened to the creatures and the world and the texture and the things? So I would do a prequel of 47 Ronin and really dive into the world of it because it was pretty freaking cool.
I'm down with you, Jack, and etc. The Shadow actually would be pretty freaking dope.
Yeah, but are you gonna get Alec Baldwin in it again?
I don't think we're allowed to get Alec Baldwin.
Oh, darn. All right, that's my first one.
Okay.
I'll go next. Ghosty Man stole mine. I was going to go John Wick because, and the guy, him, not his world,
Not the hotel.
not the hotel. Because the thing about John Wick is we never see the boogeyman they're talking about. He comes out of retirement. We never see the guy. So the reason why I hate prequels is because you know what's going to happen. But my idea of this is it's a prequel before he becomes the boogeyman. And then he can become that boogeyman in the series and you'll feel the payoff because you never got to see him in his prime anyway.
Would you do it as a series or a movie?
Series. I want to take him from like 13 and hopefully get a good run because I want to get him before he's the boogeyman till he becomes the stuff all these guys are scared of. So you can see like why he has this legend.
Well, I tell you, the other good prequel for that would be the boogeyman meets the love of his life.
Well, that's where I would end the series.
Well, yeah.
But now you need like 3 seasons. Good luck.
Jack, I'm gonna get 10 seat. I'm a Smallville this thing.
Wow,
Ain't nobody gonna watch.
Nobody gonna want to see that because if
No
you
one's
don't
gonna
put
watch
John Wick in the cape,
No, he's gonna be killing people. And that's why it's so great. When I make him the boogeyman, it's not gonna feel redundant to the movies because the movies he's past his prime. You never saw John Wick in his prime. And there's so many stories and adventures and missions he went on that we only sort of hear about. We get to see it in this series. Come on, baby.
it might be better not trying to show it.
No, I'm gonna show all the gunplay and the gun kata and the killing, but it's gonna be a guy who's twice as fast as the guy you see now.
I hope
Right
so.
now, you're seeing John Wick past his prime. Prime John Wick?
Prime Wick.
Prime Wick? Played by Timothy Chalamet?
Wait, what?
Sign me up.
Or Aaron Johnson? Aaron Johnson
Maybe
as
Aaron.
Prime Wick?
Why is everyone Timothy Chalamet and everything?
He's so hot right now. That Hansel, he's so
The
hot right
Hansel,
now.
He's so hot right now. Oh man!
Hopefully this time he doesn't shoot anybody. What? Etc. John Wick?
He shoots everybody.
I'm like, now you messing up my whole series. Sailor Moon ends with them all dying as they defeat Barrow. Really? The cartoon or the manga? Truth discovered. He became let's discover how Ghost. I mean, you said it before I did, but how he became the boogeyman, and you get to see him become the boogeyman, and it won't feel redundant.
And then by the end of that, it'll become a love story because he falls in love and gets married
and retires, and that's kind of where the series ends, knowing she's gonna pass away and leave him a dog. And the series ends with them going to the pet store to get a puppy.
That's
No.
that's not how
He doesn't have a puppy. The puppy is a gift from her for him.
He didn't know the puppy.
No, the dog dies, and then she sends him. Listen,
What?
You know what I'm talking. I don't know.
He's
what I'm
adding
talking
a
about.
dog.
I'm
You
adding
are.
a dog. Send more pictures through Messenger of some of my personal collections. The reason why there are 2 spaces with superpowers is because those are Missing Reverse, Flash, and Black. Yeah, Black Man. I might have to get that Reverse Flash because I got the Flash. Mr. Bicycle Seat face himself.
Oh, that Timothy Chalamet.
Oh,
I don't know why I just got that, but I just pictured his face.
it kind of works. It
Yeah.
works. John is too good looking to be a boogeyman. John,
But he is the boogeyman. He's a Baba
he's
Yaga.
the stuff that he terrifies him, but we never got to see that. And yes, they all reincarnated on Earth at the big battle with Barrow. Oh wow, Ghostimon. He was gifted the dog. Fine.
Wow, get it straight.
Good luck trying to find the Reverse Flash. Scalper's got a hold of him, and now he's like now I'm not doing that for a $9 figure. The Dread Pirate Roberts could be fun.
Hey,
Whoa!
I've been saying that one, and just still my third
We
one.
never got to see what Wesley was really doing after
Just
he
still my
left.
third one.
Wow. Same goes for Black Manta. Scott. Yeah, I'm cool with Black Manta because I didn't get the Aquaman, but hopefully I'll see Reverse Flash in the wild, maybe. All right, Rich, what you got?
I'm gonna go anime, and I want to see the prequel of All Might from My Hero Academia.
Dude,
We kind of get like glimpses of him,
but barely.
but barely yet. I kind of want to see him as his double, not so much in the academy, but like after the academy and on his way up. Actually, no, I would have to get him in
How
the
about when
academy.
he gets the powers passed, like a young
Yes,
hero?
but we could do that. But I kind of want to see him when he kind of comes full, because when he got the powers, he got into it at a better age than Midoriya, or
Right.
it passed on to him with a better cushion, because he didn't go all out. He was able to transition to easier than Midoriya, right? It didn't break
Right.
him clearly until he got injured. So
Do we
yeah,
know that for sure? Like, do we know that he didn't go through that at all?
I mean, I don't know. Maybe he did. Maybe he was able to
don't
adapt
know.
to it better. I mean, from what I haven't read the manga, so I'm not 100% sure on that. So, but yeah, that
Yeah.
we could see him when he meets the his sidekick with the equipment that was building the suits and everything like that.
Yeah.
And just his come up and how he met One for All. I'm sorry, All for One.
Dude, that can literally be its own, like, because you can take it from when he first gets the powers. That could be its own, just straight up 10-season anime on its own, and it won't feel redundant because we really don't know that much
Right.
about him.
You go through his past loves, because from what I understand, I believe he has a family, or that
He
could
does?
be some fan made stuff. I don't know. I go through rabbit holes, and I things pop up on my screen. I'm not sure if it's real or not, but I'm just like, what if he does have a family? That'd be pretty cool. Just hiding in secret, no one really knows.
Yeah.
Because I mean, a hero that big, you would have to have a family in secret. I don't know how Endeavor has his family out in the open like that, but
Well, you see what's happened to his family by him being so public, and
the pressure on his kids. Yeah,
I'm with that. Good. Yeah, I'm with that. How about a Drax prequel to Guardians of the Galaxy? Am I echoing?
I think we're all echoing. You're echoing
Sorry,
a bit. I'm
everybody.
echoing.
What was Drax before his family got killed?
Was he just like a
He
regular
was
guy?
a bartender or something, wasn't he?
I think that was in the what ifs.
Well, it worked. He was just
like
a dude.
I don't know if I want a prequel, because what was he before his family died? His family died and set him on his course to
The
Thanos.
prequel would have to be after the family died, but that's would be the prequel. You'd see him with the family, lose the family, and then go on his course.
But then he kind of runs into the Guardians.
Not right away, no.
Fairly close, because he got arrested. His whole mission was to get to Thanos. You get some adventures.
Based off the MCU, yes. Based off the comics, you got some time in between that and that.
I don't think he wants to see Drax prequel comic version. I think he's talking about getting Batista back in that bad boy.
That's probably what it is. Because Drax in the comic was Arthur Douglas.
Rocky.
A Rocky prequel? Isn't that one? And so is a Rocky prequel. Rocky 1 is
you
the Rocky.
You just want to see him as a loan shark beating people up on the street?
Where's my money at? Where's my money at?
That is a good one, etc. That is a good one.
What about Firefly? Could Firefly be a prequel series?
I can't. I have Firefly. A friend of mine lent it to me to watch. I'm having a hard time getting through it.
Get off this show. Get out of here. Get out of here.
It's hard to watch now. It's not an easy watch today.
Why? Why do you say that?
He's saying it don't hold up.
Technology, like if you're not used to that and you're jumping in post all the stuff we're watching now, it ain't easy like jumping into.
Wow. What about a Stargate prequel?
A Goonies sequel, dude? Like honestly, like they're all alive. Like why are we having a Goonies freaking sequel? Hey, you guys! Like,
that right?
Dude, that'd be freaking fun.
They could call it the Goondocks. I've been to the Goondocks. I tell you about my adventures to the Goondocks.
I'm sorry.
I love
Are you
this.
serious right now? What?
Yes.
What's
so
the Goondocks?
if Goondocks is where the Goonies is set. So if you want to go to where the Goonies was shot, you go to Astoria. Is it Oregon?
Jack, what are you talking about? Like, what?
I'm answering Rich's question
Why
about
did
the
you ask this?
Goondocks.
Why did you ask? Why didn't you just let this go, Rich? Why are you inquiring about the Goondocks?
I'm curious. What is the Goondocks?
Need a life jacket. I don't understand. I need a life jacket. I don't
Oh.
think it would make a good prequel though. Firefly.
Yeah, maybe not. But listen, if you go to the Goondocks, you go to the house that the movie is set, the Goonies.
Mm-hmm.
A friend of mine went there. Yeah.
You can't go there anymore. So
They did. They saw the house. He
Oh, he
froze because he's
froze.
lying.
Just
house.
They took
What?
pictures in front of the house recently.
Well, I don't know. Maybe someone else bought the house because what happened when I went is there were signs everywhere because a couple people kind of abused the privilege of going to the house and ruined it for everybody. So they had signs, no Goonies allowed. So you couldn't. They'll call the cops on you.
Are you for real?
I'm for real. Yeah. So when I went up there, you got to drive up this driveway to get to the house that overlooks the wharf and everything, and it was all shut off to letting people walk up there.
But you were able to see the house from a distance.
You can't. It's a little obscured because of the bush and the foliage, and there's a
She
gate.
took a picture of the house.
Listen, I'm not saying people aren't going up there.
I seen the picture.
I'm not saying she didn't go up
she's
there.
stuck up there.
But I'm telling you,
I'm gonna be taking the wife through that area when we go on vacation for about 3 weeks down to see my. Oh, cool! And then you can tell us whether we can get to the house, etc. Jack is
you
up.
can. But I'm telling you, when I went, they put signs up.
Maybe because they looked at you and knew you were a Goonie.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
They knew you were gonna probably start
Yeah,
poking your head around.
This guy has a utility belt on. I can see it.
I can see it through his trench coat. He has a whole utility belt on. So I guess I won the debate.
Was this
What?
a debate?
This was the debate. John Wick prequel. No, Rich wins the debate.
About to say, come on.
That
Put some
All Might is there.
Respect on my name.
When there's a will, there is a way, Jack. If you want to see that house, don't be a little punk. Go see that house.
All right, look. Here's the actual story. We went up. We went up.
Give me your runner-up. Give me your other two debate.
I gave them to you already.
No, you said you had two more.
I gave them to you. We talked about them.
You said
Firefly.
Oh, Firefly was one of them.
Yeah, and then it was Princess Bride, but they said that.
Yeah.
So then I said, would Stargate work?
Firefly sequel. I guess
Listen,
it would got him in the war.
Dread Pirate Roberts would be just a sick prequel story.
Yeah. Would it get? That's Christian. Don't mind him. Would it get old? You just like.
It'd be a swashbuckling series. That's always fun.
But would it feel like Princess Bride prequel, or just feel like, oh, this could be any swashbuckling series?
No, it'd be the missing years. So it would start with Wesley going on whatever journey he was going on, getting abducted by the Dread Pirate Roberts, waking up every morning, going to bed every morning where he goes, I'll most likely kill you in the morning.
Technically, we won. We won. John Wick wicked y'all.
John Wick ain't wicking nothing.
But I for those of you who probably don't watch My Hero Academia, I have to give the win to Rich. Because that would be a dope prequel series.
It's just a great story, man. What are we talking about?
And it wouldn't feel redundant. You wouldn't feel like, why are we watching the prequel to this guy? We know where it's going. It's like we have actually no idea how he became who he was.
Thank you.
And he's like Superman. Maybe it could have Captain Blood with Errol Flynn feel for your Dread Pirates Roberts show.
Wow, that's the second time I've seen that name Errol. There's a fueler driller that works for us. His name is Errol. I was like, huh? He's a horrible driver.
On that note,
that's a debate. Wonderful debate. It's time to get to the reason why we're here.
It's time for the main event.
Man, I tell you something. Disney Plus will drop a Marvel series, X-Men 97. And Star Wars joint is coming like right around the corner. They flip-flop between Star Wars and Marvel. And I'm not mad because I'm a geek for this stuff. I'm going to give you a spoiler-free synopsis,
Mhm.
and we're going to give you our spoiler-free thoughts, and then we'll do our deep dive. We're talking about the Acolyte. Rich is right, but he said it before me. Rich is never right.
First of all, put some respect on my name, all right?
And investigate. Oh, etc. Really? I can't wait for you to jump into this deep dive. I feel the exact opposite. An investigation into a shocking crime spree pits a respected Jedi Master against a dangerous warrior from his past. As more clues emerge, they travel down a dark path where sinister forces reveal all is not what it seems. The Acolyte. I'm in agreement with etc. Wow. Spoiler free.
All right, here's my spoiler free. I enjoyed it, but I liked it the first time I saw it when it was called Ahsoka.
I didn't like Ahsoka at all. No, this isn't like Ahsoka at all.
Please let me spoil it right now.
No, hold on.
You literally have the same shots
Don't
and same
spoil it.
Okay,
well, it's a Star Wars show. It's in the same world. Lawrence, Disney Star Wars has done exactly what South Park accused George Lucas and Steven Spielberg of doing to Indiana Jones.
Yes.
To be fair, George Lucas crapped the bed with his own Star Wars properties with them prequels before Disney bought it anyway.
Hey, kind of right about that one. 1, 2, 3. Some people really like Jar Jar though.
Wait, why is Ghosty Montel and etc. come meet me at the corner? Is that a good? Is that a threat or like, hey, come chill with me?
Invite for a good time. All right,
man, I never turned down a good time. My spoiler free is I enjoyed it a lot. I thought it was very refreshing. I love the martial arts they added to it, although I'm sure some Star Wars purists hate that. I enjoyed it. I felt like Jedis felt like it was nice to see them in a place way before we see them. I will say what's interesting is that it's like a 4 on IMDb because toxic Star Wars fans, not talking about you, etc., have review bombed this thing to a 4.4. Now, I don't care how bad you think this is. This is not a 4.4. Have y'all seen Spartan with Sylvester Stallone? This is not a 4.4. Rich, how do you feel about it?
Series get rated the same though? Should be, if it's a series, it should have the same rating as a movie. It shouldn't be the same rating system.
If people like it, they like it.
It's just weird though.
They like it. They like it.
It is.
How can you rate a series after 2 episodes? Right, exactly.
You can say you don't like the first episode. It's a 4.
It's long form content.
Some people ain't gonna sit through all of it because they think it's a 4.
I'm not gonna sit through all of it
because he thinks it's a 4. Rich, how did you feel about this?
Are we spoiling it?
It is a murder mystery that doesn't have a murder mystery in it. Like I don't.
Thank you.
Like what? What? Like we literally within the first 10 minutes, we solved who did it, and now we're just running.
But we don't know who. The mystery part of it is who's the puppeteer.
No,
that's the mystery part of it.
I don't like it. I don't like it.
All right, let's spoil this.
All right, we're gonna do our deep dive. Oh, go see mine. Wait, hold on. I don't know what's happening here. Go see mine. Should I bring a paper bag because I don't want to know about it, or a plastic bag because I don't want anyone knowing about it?
Oh, I like that one. Okay.
2.1. Is that your rating? I don't know what this means. So basically,
sounds about right.
Ouch.
We open up to the series and we get one of the words on the screen, classic Star Wars words on the screen, basically telling us that this takes place 100 years before the Empire. So this is a prequel, which I love. I feel like the further you go back, the less baggage you have to worry about and stumbling into continuity.
And you just have whatever characters you want at this point.
Right, but I'm sure Star Wars now, like I said, I'm not a Star Wars purist, I'm not a Star Wars enthusiast. I'm a casual fan. I'm sure they would have the knowledge to go, this don't add up because so-and-so should be here. They know the history like crazy. Right. They might be mad. It opens up. We're in a bar, man. We got Trinity up in there chilling, as she should in the bar.
She is
Trinity
too.
from the Matrix is in Star Wars,
And she doing kung fu like the Matrix.
which I love. I actually love that. People might hate that. I love it. And she gets attacked by this assassin.
No. Let's really She poses up, takes her robe off, and then just like attack me with all your might. Like, what are we doing right now?
Yeah,
What was that?
She wants to fight honorably. No.
And then proceeds to whoop everybody's butt in the bar
That
because
attacked her.
because no.
She attacked him. She started by
She
planting
attacked
the dude's
them.
head into the table.
But I'm okay because I'm like, there's a reason that may be explained why she's asking them to attack her first. There's a reason behind it. I don't know if it's arbitrary yet. I can't say it's an arbitrary choice.
The combat in the opening is pretty sick. It's pretty good. And it is
sick.
odd that it's kung fu. It's the first time in a Star Wars series we're watching martial arts be used, right?
Yeah, although Darth Maul was kind of like
That's true-ish.
he was getting it in, dude.
Yeah, but he was getting it in with his weapon. You've always had sick weapon work. This is like hand-to-hand combat, and they're saying the difference is back then Jedis didn't pull their sabers out unless they planned on using it.
Who said that? No, she said
She
that.
said
She
that.
said that.
They made that rule up. Yeah, no.
Is that
They
not
made that
canon?
rule.
Is that not canon?
Well, who knows? We've never been this far in the past before.
That's very true.
I don't
Things have
think
changed. The Jedi's all scattered by the time we get to A New Hope. But they fight. I thought it was a sick fight scene, man. And it kind of sets the show up like this is what the show is. It is going to lean on martial arts. It's going to have that Crouching Tiger Matrix feel. If that's not for you, it's letting you know. I don't know why anyone would hate on this martial arts, Rich. These fight scenes are sick.
Because of the second episode, they didn't lean on that. Like,
That's right.
Talking
because
about the first
Trinity was
episode.
no longer in it.
Talking about the first
Oh,
episode.
spoiler alert! Trinity.
I think they only did that because Carrie Ann was in there and they were looking at it as Trinity. Like,
I think so too, and it feels that way.
They were always just kids' movies. Why get so mad at the kids? I mean, that's a thing too. Sometimes we grow up with the thing and we hold it to a magnifying glass. And like, even the original had issues that if we saw it at this age, we'd be poking holes. Is she Trinity, or is that just the actress looks like Trinity? Because it's the same person.
she's
Wait,
Trinity.
but Rich brings up a good point. It's the only time we see like kung fu.
Why is that a problem?
Because
It's
I feel
not,
like
it's just so specific. And if the girl with locks that's her fighting style, and it's also Carrie Ann Moss's fighting style, then that girl should carry on her fighting style when she fights the next person. But it didn't. When she fought the guy from Squid Games, who's got a illustrious career as an actor, he's not doing kung fu.
He was yes, he was. He was dodging all her moves on like kung fu-esque. He threw a punch, he just watch it. He was doing that like old like kung fu master evasion. Yes, he was. What are you talking about? And then she looks down and all her weapons are gone and he's holding it. It was mad old school kung fu movie. Get out of here. Back to the bar. They fighting. And she wants her to draw her weapon, but she's also reaching for her weapon, which is very weird. So then they fight. She notices that girl has the force. This assassin has the force. Sage. It was very old school master. Sage said it, and then yes, it is. Thank you. And yes, her weapons were missing because he grabbed them all. Back to episode 1. Basically,
Sage in the house. Sage was actually at the premiere of this in New York.
So she should jump in.
She should jump in.
She fancy.
Very fancy. So then the freaking she figures out she can't beat her physically, so she throws a dagger at the bartender.
Well, hang on, you're jumping. She notices that Carrie Ann has she's mindful of the safety of the people in the bar. Right? She's fighting Carrie Ann, and she notices that she seems to care whether or not
she's a Jedi, so she would though.
And the fact that she's stronger than her. Carrie Ann is stronger than her. Like she's blocking her punches and blows with just the force.
Right.
Well, so she goes to explore.
I don't know if she notices it or she just knows
she did. They
being a Jedi.
they plant the seeds in that, and so she notices it. It's almost like I'm a villain fighting Superman, and I notice that Superman is concerned about the well-being of the people around the fight.
Right. But she's a
And
Jedi, so she knows she would be. Like, it was cool they put in that reveal, but it's like, if you watch Star Wars, you would know the police officer is probably going to stop a bad guy from hurting somebody.
we know that, sure.
Yeah.
And so she's got 2 weapons left. She got 2 knives left, and the bartender making noise.
Why is he still there?
Why is he not ducked behind a counter?
Why is this bar popping during the day? Sun's up. Maybe there's no sundown on this planet.
Hey, man.
I'm judging. So she throws her little dagger at the bartender, and of course, Trinity from the Matrix stops it because she's the one. But when she does that, she leaves herself vulnerable, and she gets a freaking dagger to the gut, right to the chest,
the
solar
heart.
plexus, to the heart, right here.
Yeah.
And she dies, which I loved because I didn't watch any trailers. I knew nothing about what was going on, and to see a famous face die, it kind of gave me that thing of not that Ned Stark thing, but it kind of gave me that was a gap in expectation. I didn't expect you to go out in the cold open.
Well, but it lets you know that
she
she was there and all over the trailers there because that face and that Trinity, she was drawing the audience, and then they just killed her.
Exactly. We're going to get people in there to watch that show.
This show reminded me of someone losing their virginity, slow, awkward, and lots of crying, etc. Stop talking about my business. Stop putting my business on the street.
I don't know the crying part, but yes.
Listen, it was a shame to lose her so quickly because she's so spectacular and captivating to watch. And so the second she was gone, I was kind of like, darn.
But
just darn.
But I prefer that than when they hire someone has no name that is like they're expendable. You brought them on to kill them because they're so unremarkable.
See, I don't know. I don't think that's true. I think so. You go like Charlie Bennett is playing the other Jedi,
with the Killmonger here.
Yeah.
Yo, every black dude in fantasy or sci-fi got the Killmonger here.
It's that, and also in video games, it's like it's all over the place.
It's
listen, the Killmonger he's not choosing his wardrobe look.
I don't blame him,
but they're not going to kill him off because he's probably way cheaper to keep on. Whereas to keep Carry On,
Jack, this is Disney.
That's true, but she probably also
she's not
less inclined to be wrapped into a series for the whole thing.
Why? What she got? What she got out?
What
she got out?
She probably cost too much.
That's what I'm saying.
I would imagine she
from the Matrix.
Yeah.
Matrix came out 20 years ago.
Listen, if that's the case, they killed her off way too soon.
I think they killed her off because she knew she had the presence to make you feel like she's important, so it mattered when she died. Like she had a very short amount of time to feel like she is the master she should. And it's easy to do that when you bring on a name. You bring on Marlon Brando to play Jor-El. And from the beginning, just him being in the role sets it up because he doesn't have the time to win you.
Listen, you're right. It worked. And she set the tone, man.
And you got to see her fight.
But wait. But here's the other problem with her being right there in scene 1, episode 1, and then gone, is she set the bar so high for the content that now the content is, I don't know, we've only seen 2 episodes, probably going to struggle to maintain or surpass the bar that was set in scene 1.
But you kind of have to. I mean, scene 1, you kind of...
I know now, well, hopefully...
The show went downhill so fast that she's lucky her character. Dang, am I the only one that liked this? No, Jack, you liked it.
No. I did like it,
Why
but I'll
hate
that first 15, I would have shut it off right after that. I'd have been like, nah.
Why?
Well, let's continue talking about it. I'll tell you why. All right.
So that all happens. We see the assassin's face.
Yes.
And then all of a sudden we're on the spaceship with that assassin? Maybe sort of, kind of.
No, she doesn't have the tattoo above her eyeball, so it can't be the same woman.
I ain't pay attention to that. Them dread bangs came down too far for me to notice that tattoo.
No, well, when Carrie had her in the grip real quick, the hair kind of parted.
I missed that.
And she recognized her like, oh, it's you.
I
That was
missed that.
crazy.
I tell you, the fact that I missed that, I came up with a narrative that I think is better than what they're doing. Since I did miss that,
And that's probably why you like it, because you came up with a better narrative.
in
for
my
yourself.
head, we'll
She
get
was
there.
like, jumping and had no recollection of what she was doing. I did too. I was like, what is it? We watching like a multiple personality thing?
What a twist that would be.
It
And
would have
I'm
been cool. It'd have
I'm
been
like,
the first
oh.
multiple personality character in Star Wars.
Like the trauma of her past made her unknowingly create her sister she lost to seek revenge. I'm like, this is deep, and I'm like, oh, that's not it at all.
I thought that too until I saw there's no tattoo.
And her hair was shorter.
And I go, really? So we're twinsies.
Gary made the tattoos super obvious. I might have dozed off there. I watched it last
I'm sorry.
night.
At the action scene, you dozed.
Hey, I can doze off doing anything. It's no judgment on what's going on, Rich. Okay. So we get the tattoo on her head, then we wake up with her sister that we will learn, or we already know. And she's a mechanic. She's a mech tech. She goes outside and does dangerous jobs on these ships while they're in space. Mm-hmm. Something happens.
Why are you doing it? You know, robots do that job.
Yeah, but she's flexible,
which makes no sense.
And probably cheaper to keep her. So basically, they're on this ship. The Jedis get wind of what went on, and I'm gonna kind of like fast recap this because for those of you who saw it, you saw it, and if you didn't see it, you'll get the gist of it and decide if you want to keep going. Jedi learn this. They come. Her friend is a Jedi who shows up to Killmonger here. Yeah. And we learned that she was a Jedi too, and she has a traumatic past. Her whole family died, and perhaps she carried too much grief, too much unforgiveness, and for some reason she left her master. And we get it clearer as it goes on. And then they're basically saying she fits the description. This black woman, and even when you black in space, Rich, even in space, you fit the description.
It's like, wait a minute. She's on a ship. She's on a ship in a totally different galaxy, in a totally different solar system, and she's the one that's being blamed for it because she
wait, and the
bartender just pops up. I'm like, wait,
and all they can go off is the bartender says, "Yeah, that looked like her."
Wait. In all fairness, if you've seen the original Star Wars, there's not that many black people in it, so if she fits the description.
I guess it's a solid chance.
She had no means of getting off that ship. They could easily go to the shipping
lodge.
They said
she got off. Remember, when she wakes up, they said, "How was your holiday?" They just got back from having like the weekend off or whatever. That's how they had.
But she stayed on ship.
She said she stayed on ship, but we don't know. She told them she stayed on ship. But as the audience, we just saw her off ship.
Ain't no way, boy.
So she gets taken in by the Jedi for fitting the description. And she's like, this is crazy. This can't be, but it must be. So she's taken in and she's on this prison ship. And people complained for a while that in Star Wars, the streaming series, we didn't see enough variety of aliens. Like a lot of them were just kind of humans painted. But we get some here. Even the pilots of the ship, that CGI looked really good.
Pilots of the ship were just robots.
Yeah. No, I mean the ship that she was on before she was taken.
Oh, yeah.
That CGI looked pretty dope. And then in the prison, the dude with the tongue that was able to do.
That was like his head neck appendage. Like I don't know
that's
what
how
that was.
That's how. Hey, he has a good time though.
He had a tongue about 3 times longer than Gene Simmons.
Hello. And then that cyborg with the human kind of face looked dope.
Yep. So
Rich is trying that look good, Rich.
Watch this. So this series comes out hundreds, however many.
No, I'll say yes. Say it, Jack.
So all diversity goes out the window by the time we get to the first movie.
70s, man. Yeah, kind of. But what I thought the most was, if they didn't tell me that it was 100 years ago, I would have never known. Because all the tech and everything, I'm sure there's details that are very different.
Yeah,
but it looks like any other Star Wars.
Well, there's seems like there's less tech. Like the droid, there's kind of a pseudo droid character, or he's a guy in armor, and he's more bulky. Like he's not as agile.
But 100 years ago?
Yeah, they're still in space, flying around and shit.
They still got hyperdrive.
But the thing about, even if you go to the original Star Wars series, they're walking around in like robes from like Friar Tuck's time. So what do you want?
Spandex.
Spandex. I want them in Star Trek outfits.
Well, no, so I guess the thing is, in Star Wars time, once technology kind of hits a peak, it kind of stays pretty consistent for the most
Well,
part.
there's something. I mean, if we look at what we were wearing 100 years ago, it's not that. It's actually not that dissimilar. Suits are still classic. You got to go 300, 400, 500 years into the past to get like significantly different wardrobing.
Yo, Field Marshal 980 is here. What is going on? The Field
Marshal in the house.
Hello. What's
Welcome
up?
to the show.
Life under the Empire, the gentrified republic. I don't know if I should be laughing or crying at that. His tongue was not as long as Gene Simmons. Yes, Jack, you shut your mouth.
That's
All right.
that's Jenna Jameson.
All right. Oh, Jenna Jameson.
He read what he wanted to read.
He
I
did.
did read what I want to read. I
Wait,
heard
you
Star
said-
Wars. We're talking the Acolyte, man. We're talking the Acolyte.
Yeah, we
Here
seem
we
to be
go.
split on it. Now you're skipping all the fun characters though, right? So we get introduced to some characters right here too now.
Yeah, we get introduced to what are their names? Well, I'm also assuming these people watched it, so I didn't want to like sit and recap all the.
All right,
details.
so then let's. So
But we do see we do get Master Soul, who's great, who plays Squid Games, who kind of gets noted what's going on, and we get to really. And it was cool is maybe we definitely saw an animation, and we saw it a bit in the prequels, but I like seeing like how the Jedis lived before the fall of it.
right.
Like it's kind of really dope and so regal.
Well, they say more monkish, right? They're a little more common. You know, they're living up.
But they're living in a way that's like y'all got power and riches. It's clean. It's not like a monastery. They're like,
but it's still so political. I mean, the way the lead kind of girl is I won't say oppressing, but she's definitely the dominant force of making calls up until a certain point where it start making sense. Like they have a certain aesthetic to maintain, and that's clear that there's already conflict.
well, Vanessa Roth. I think she's the one that's like they all have to answer to. But she she keeps it fair. She kind of saying you can't go off. We have meetings about this. We have discussions about this, and I guess sometimes that bureaucracy can get heavy,
In
but
the
I guess
way.
but it stops.
The villain is going that way. We know where they're going. We need to go there. No, you need to come back here to the planet so we can talk about it.
So how does episode 1
And
end?
really focus on
the
it. Like,
ship
come on.
crashes, right? That's episode 1.
Well, basically, yeah. So she's on the ship with the prisoners. They say, "Hey, you want to find a way to get out of here?" And she says, "No." And then they wind up doing it anyway. She's like, "Because you'll crash the ship if you take over it." And that's kind of their plan.
Well, the first thing they do is they kind of introduce themselves to her, and they're like, "Hey, Jedi killer, did you really kill a Jedi?"
Right. I seen the Acolyte trailer. It looked okay. I'm still waiting for a Star Wars surrounding project, Blackwing.
Well, we're spoiling the Acolyte right now.
Yeah,
And,
Hill Jackman.
and Moss doesn't make it out of the first
It very
scene.
much is like that, Connie. So yeah, they introduce themselves and they're like, "Hey, did you kill a Jedi?" And she's like, "No," and you kind of believe her. And then they put things in there, especially when they go to
the audience 100% believes her, and the second she tells them, "I didn't actually kill anybody," they instantly don't want anything to do with her too. They're like, "You're nothing."
right. So
You're
then
nothing.
the cyborg, they control the androids. They basically shut them down. They break out and they leave her there. And then in case she wasn't sure if that was still her, she tries to use the Force and she
So
can't
100
use
years
it.
ago, there's a cyborg race that can interface with droids and take over them,
Why haven't we seen him pop up before?
or
Maybe he
anything
has.
like them.
Maybe I missed it. But that was interesting. And they all jump into escape pods. And there's one guy on the ground. They told her he has a parasite that's doing some trippy things to his mind. Guess he's that dangerous. She can't leave without him, so she wants to showing that she's a hero. So she
None of that made sense because if they restrained him, why did they restrain the dude with the tongue neck and the robot guy that control droids?
Because this guy will go to work on you.
Right.
Because this guy's probably worst of the worst.
Except for when he
Stop,
wakes up, he's just
stop.
gonna die.
The droid guy, the android guy, just shut down the ship, and
Maybe
he's
they
not
didn't know
a
he could do
problem.
that. Maybe they didn't know he had that power.
Yeah, Rich, they just met him.
This doesn't make it. No. Stop. The Jedi are pretty much a police force, so that means they encounter all walks of life within the galaxy.
But there were no
They
Jedi
should
on
know.
the ship. There were no
But
Jedi on the ship.
It's still a police ship. It doesn't
Actually,
matter.
it didn't make sense either. Wait, hang on. This is where I was confused.
There couldn't be any Jedi on the ship because they had to jump in. They had to get into the escape pods.
Hang on.
Plot armor.
Hang on. The ship. All right. So the two Jedi, Charlie and the girl, go to pick up the lady with the dreadlocks, and
thank you, Connie.
And
but it's a kid's. Don't hurt yourself with the writing.
It's not a kid show. They had incest freaking stuff going on in the first one. Don't tell me about kid shows.
All right, wait. They go pick her up, right?
Yeah.
And they put her on a ship headed to the same place they are now headed to on a different ship.
Right.
There's a bee in my office.
But
no one's on the ship with her. Like, why didn't they just take her back on the ship they came on? Or why didn't they go back with her on the same ship that was taking her back to where they came from?
Well, this is why this happens in a lot. This happens in a lot of shows. They do it because it's plot. We need her alone so she can crash alone, and you don't really justify it. It's the plot. We're doing the plot, not the characters. Which is right. You guys are right about that. Ship goes down. She tries to save that dude. She winds up taking the parasite off of him, and he knocks her down and says, "I'm out of here." He jumps in the escape pod.
He does something really logical for someone who's supposed to be so insane that they had to subdue him.
But what's crazy is, not like in these movies where the ship goes down and then someone jumps in the pilot seat and at least pulls it up enough to justify why it doesn't crash and burn. She doesn't do any of that. That thing just falls from space, hits the ground, and she don't got a scratch.
Yeah, and then the other thing is she doesn't wake. She puts on like all the seat belts and she's like bracing for impact, and then she wakes up like.
Well, Field of Marshall. This show takes place 100 years before the Empire, so all the Jedi's alive in this one.
Dude, I'm getting flybys.
Jack, the bee's not gonna sting you.
Yo, man, it went right past. Sorry. Go ahead, keep going.
You were the one that's talking. I interrupted you.
Oh, you're right. Well, the bee interrupted me. Like it wants to say something.
That spaceship fell from the sky, and she didn't even try to pull it up before it hit the ground.
On these seatbelts, right? And so, like she braces. It's almost like that's the direction it's going to crash. She turns the opposite direction, puts some seatbelts on, and then she wakes up like in the hallway corridor of the ship.
No,
and you're like,
she should have died.
What happened to the seat she was strapped to?
Dude. And
the belts?
And the fix they could have done for this, and maybe they didn't want to jump the gun, is see the ship land, and instinctually she activates her force and creates a field around her.
No,
because she's a mech, she actually utilized the skill that made her so valuable that claimed that she
that's
was.
a mechanic talking right now.
Like, what are we talking about?
He's like,
start this shit, get enough power where you don't just absolutely destroy yourself when you land, but you still get knocked out. Okay, cool, but still, you're just a valuable mech tech. Go mech teching. Like, what are you doing? Put a wrench in your hand, pull apart your little robot friend, and start fixing things.
You know what though? That's solid, Rich.
Yeah,
we established.
Because then we see true character, and she's heroic. She in the face of danger. She's used to being on the side of a ship, so she knows this thing's going to crash. She's not like.
You know what? It goes back to our last statement. Why she's so valuable? Because she's flexible, which doesn't make sense.
Does it not make sense, Rich?
I mean, hey, listen. If we're talking about other stuff,
hey, put the leg down.
If we're talking about something else,
what?
Yeah. But if we're talking about in the realm of fixing things, it doesn't make sense.
Right. You mean like diverse?
Chris should have written that scene. You want Chris to write that scene?
Chris should have written
Chris
that.
would have shown why she's so flexible and valuable.
Oh my
That's
god!
what he would have done.
All right,
Oh,
and moving on. So the ship
Oh, Rich.
crashes.
She said Rich. Rich should have written that scene. No, that actually would have been very smart. We established that she's good with ships. To see her
Chris.
do something to at least brace for her landing.
Right. Let's see her as the mechanic. It's a good solution, and it still crashes.
Wait, hold on. Hey, we got a super chat, everybody.
Wait,
$4.99, baby.
There you are.
Have you heard the rumors of episode 3? I have not heard any rumors of
No.
episode 3. I'm actually trying not to go ahead, etc. You seem, but I will because you brought it up.
Is Neo in it?
They're going to need something to bring people back.
Oh well, I know how it ends.
Episode 3?
Well, I know how episode 2 ends. We're gonna have a Jedi Wookiee.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, we're going to have the Jedi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
So we're gonna get Yoda. How old is Yoda? He's like 300, right?
I hope we don't get Yoda.
He should still be alive.
It's
Actually,
better
no,
if we don't.
he's
It's better if we
alive.
just don't touch any. Like, let them all be new and in the past.
But how old is Yoda? He's like 300.
He
Isn't
should be. He should be alive.
900? Is he 900?
No,
So would he
Yoda's
be
old.
like? Would he be like
Hey Siri,
800 here?
how old is Yoda?
He's like 900.
He was 900 when he died.
Mm-hmm.
900. Okay,
So he'd be alive here.
So he's 800.
You'd be alive here.
They'll be like, "Hey guys."
Straight from the Wookiee. This is not a kid. I have to say, Corey, I can't say this is the kids show. This is a kids show. Like that'd be like saying the Marvel series are kids shows.
Wait, ETC, you got to follow that up. What's the rumor on it?
Yeah, what's
And
the rumor?
Let's jump to episode 2.
So she wakes up. Basically, the Jedi are there. She bumps into her old master. She almost falls
Hey,
to
you
her death.
skipped all the old
This
masters.
is episode 1. You said skip to episode 2. I'm just ending episode 1.
Oh, okay.
So she almost falls. He gets her. She says, "I didn't kill my sister. I didn't kill." She's like, "My sister's alive," because she starts seeing visions of her sister in the cave as a child, and she was a child. Which I'm like, "Oh, this would be really cool if it's not what we think it is. If it's all in her head and she's kind of doing both." I'm completely wrong.
Yeah, me too.
The master's like, "I believe you," or whatever. End of the episode. What episode 2? We pick up with them in the ship. She's not restrained. Killmonger is like,
Wait. The end of episode 1 is the sister on a cliff.
oh shoot, yes.
The dude in the background.
We see a Sith Lord in the background, looking very Vader / Kylo Ren.
Yeah.
Because he has some type of helmet on.
Right.
Yeah. And
Now,
you see that
this
red
is the
lightsaber.
mystery part of the show. The question is, who is this guy?
Marvel shows are kids shows I watch with my 9-year-old. She-Hulk. You watching She-Hulk with your 9-year-old?
He loves She-Hulk.
Watching Daredevil do the walk of shame? Do you want the short story, which I'm scratching my head on how to do, or the long story? Give me the short story, because I
He's
don't.
scratching his head. Give us the long.
No, I don't want to spoil too much.
Jack likes it long.
He does, and strong. And Corey said, yes, she loved it. She-Hulk, I enjoyed She-Hulk too. We're not going to go
For
there.
$5 super chat, you can give us the long.
No, we don't poach for money, Jack. We're not.
Please, I saw Chris play with a toy in his
He
toes.
did. He really did.
And you know what's crazy? It was his wife who gave the money. So that should tell you everything you need to know.
Very excited to see him after the show.
So yes, we see the Sith Lord. His sister is now. We see the Master. Like, oh crap, this is a little deeper than just her wanting revenge. She's actually sent on a mission. What does all this mean? Sage is laughing. Which part?
The whole thing.
All of it.
So we pick up on episode 2. She's in the ship with the Jedi, her master, her old friend Killmonger, and then the girl from X-Men or Logan, the girl from Logan,
Right.
and the master believes her, and her old friend is like, "This doesn't make any sense. We have rules to follow." And we kind of see the master's down to break the rules. The master's actually breaking a lot of the Jedi culture, which is he's leaning with he's following his heart a lot, and they're not supposed to.
Not supposed to.
Are you attacking the bee?
There was
That's
bee.
why they sting you, Jack.
Man, he's trying to attack me.
The bee doesn't actually want to sting you.
I think he wants to see the show, which I'm okay about. Listen, man, just chill out on the book.
Well, now you're attacking him. Okay, hear me out. The field marshal, Okay, hear me out. I wonder about the cave. Oh, you know the name of the cave. The one Yoda was guarding.
Dagobah.
The one Luke went to. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I'm hearing you out. What about it? Dude, be nice to the bee. I'm going with Jack on this one. So number one, they change how the force is by saying it's not all around us, but it's a threat on how it can actually be used. They change going with Jack on this one. So number one, they change how the force is by saying it's not all around us, but it's done on how it actually is used.
That's right. They talk about that. Like
say it. Say it. What did they say?
Well, in the movies, the Force is something that's unifying everything, right? It's something that's throughout the galaxies. Galaxy. And in this one, they do talk about it being like this. I think they use the word thread. Don't they use the word thread in like the second episode?
Now, is there a chance that 100 years ago that they've gotten revelation about how the Force is by the time we meet them in the New Hope? That maybe they got a lot of it wrong back then, and maybe that's part of the reason why the Jedi got all messed up and disbanded and actually lost.
That's what they want you to think because of the horrible writing of this show.
The lead lady still says, "May the Force be with you."
Maybe they don't know exactly. They may not know how it works yet.
No, clearly they know how it works. It's not a prequel insofar as we're seeing the Force be discovered.
But there's something. Okay, if we're gonna go with super organized religion, right? That's almost political. When those things get disbanded and it just becomes a spiritual experience, mad revelation over their belief system does evolve and change. So maybe here they're like, Jedi, follow these rules. It's only us. It can only be us.
What are you saying? They're orthodox?
Extremely. And then once it breaks apart, and then you have Jedi scattered around the world, and they start to learn.
You know what's interesting? We're not seeing that depicted in this series. We're not actually seeing Jedis in a super pure, rigid kind of way.
But the idea that in this series they think it's a thread only between them, and then 100 years later it evolves to like, no, it's around all of us. That can be a story point. That might not be a contradiction.
Can I say something that bothered me about the first episode? I'm gonna say it. Here we go. What's the theory about the cave?
Is there a theory about the cave location? They found the twins. I don't know.
Well, we see her on the rocks, but here's something that bothered me about the first episode. And this is why I said I enjoy the content. I liked it when I saw when it was called Ahsoka. Ahsoka.
I'm not a Trekkie, Pop Johnson. I am not a Trekkie.
It would be more fun. It would be.
Dude, they got lightsabers.
They got the Borg. What are you talking about? Simulation.
Yeah, come on.
Get out of here.
Ahsoka follows this Jedi, right, who didn't quite make the cut, and so she denounced being a Jedi to go be a mechanic of some kind, and then she's kind of rediscovering her powers as she's going on the journey with Ahsoka. And there's literally a scene where she's trying to reach for the object that she's bound by something, trying to reach for the object, and she can't do it, right?
Okay.
Well, that happens to the same character. We're following a character who was a Jedi, denounced the Jedi-ness, became a mechanic, and there's literally a scene where she's in the, being held by the bars in the prison, and she's trying to use the Force to grab an object that she can't. It's literally the same exact scene.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With the same shots.
Yeah.
But I will say this one did it better.
It doesn't mean I haven't seen it before. As a matter of fact,
I didn't because I stopped watching Ahsoka.
The last episode.
Because it got tired for me, and I didn't like her. I didn't like the girl who stopped being it. She was annoying.
No, you didn't like the girl, boss. Like I know everything.
She was so annoying. This one, I'm intrigued. I'm not. Let's see. In Ahsoka, it was like, would you just hurry up and become a Jedi again and do your training so we can get on with it? Here, I'm so interested as why she left. She doesn't have that chip on her shoulder.
Well, that's right, but she clearly left because the
A
dark
real
side is presence.
right, and which is just more interesting. And she and her and the actress's vulnerability around it. It's not that.
Pardon my ignorance. Is the point of this series that we're seeing the beginning of the dark side?
No,
No, I feel like the
What's
dark
the
side.
point of this series?
the dark side always has to exist.
We're in a prequel series that's establishing something that let me rephrase that. Are we in a prequel series that is establishing something that didn't exist and we're seeing it develop for the first time?
I think so.
What is that?
That's why we went.
Develop.
I think it's
no.
it's
I
its
wouldn't
own
say
story.
I wouldn't say it didn't exist. Maybe it was in hiding.
The dark
Which
side.
would
Yeah.
be what?
Which would be
Sith, the dark
the
side.
Sith,
People,
the
who
Sith,
can,
yes.
people who can use the Force on the opposite end of the spectrum.
Right.
Which is why Carrie on Moss says,
Who trained?
"How
you?
are you using the Force? Who did you train with?" She's
Right.
confused by it.
Right.
Whereas 100 years from now, we know there's good and bad sides. So I think that's what the point of the series is we're seeing the development of the dark side using the Force.
And maybe that's the point of them saying the Force is a thread between us. Maybe they're about to learn the hard way. No, it's not.
You know what this is? It's the fact that the creator of this series didn't know anything about Star Wars and just is making it up as she goes along.
I
Because
can't say
I'm
that.
pretty. No, I can say that because I'm pretty sure that the dark side has been around and they've known about the dark side. There's been Sith lords at this time. Like, what are we talking about?
Well, they know, and they mentioned a Sith, so they have.
How long had Yoda been in the swamps?
The Cave of Evil? You were talking about her having a vision. Well, Yoda and Luke both had visions when they entered the cave.
Right.
Okay, yes. What are you saying about Yoda, Jack?
I'm asking how long was Yoda on the swamp before Luke got to him? Because didn't Yoda go to the swamp because everything kind of hit the fan and he bounced?
Yeah. So are you saying the end of this series is we're gonna see the disbanding of the Jedi?
I'm saying yes. I guess I'm saying this series should probably be set like 300
Point
years
of a
in the
prequel
past.
series to establish merchandise and revenue. The story
Hey,
must be.
figured
Hey,
it out.
we gotta sell them toys. For me, I'm watching this as if it's its own thing. It's not because it's so
It's
far
not
in the
canon.
past.
It's not canon.
It's not.
This
It's
better
canon.
not be canon.
It's
No.
canon without being canon. Like it's so far in the
It's-
past
it's
that it's not going to
canon.
affect.
But it's
what
not that far
comes.
in the past because Yoda's still 800 years old.
But if Yoda's not here, then
Yet
it's okay.
it's still just episode 2.
I hope he doesn't show up.
Yet.
I hope
And
he
if he
doesn't
does show up, he better not show up looking like, Chip and Dale.
Star Wars fight themselves. Star Trek fight to save anyone who needs to be saved.
Hey, man.
Truth.
That's it.
Truth.
All right. So episode 2. Let's get on with this review.
I'm gonna go fast with this one.
Come on.
Episode
Yeah,
2.
How fast can you go?
I can get yeah, I'm gonna go fast. I'm gonna stop for point. So basically, we see the assassin, her sister, go after her second Jedi. She uses a kid to get in there. This dude has been hovering in the air with a force field around her for 10 years. She can't get through. She does all her best tricks. All her
First of
best
all-
tricks, Rich.
Can we talk
She
about this guy?
starts with the same first
This
trick.
guy looked like the oldest young guy that I've ever seen in my life.
He looked like Doogie Howser, but you're not sure. Like, yo, he looks good for bad for his age.
What was this guy? The hair, he just looks so off.
Well,
I don't know
I
who
feel like
designed this
they cast probably like a younger guy, and he needed to be older for the story.
Okay.
So they kind of like tried to make him look
But
older.
the character doesn't do anything. He literally goes from seated to lying.
And this is going to be my second issue with. Not even that second. This is probably my 200th issue with this. The fact that this dude is so strong within the Force, he can sit there and meditate and not be touched.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we
then-
never see that again.
Right. We never see that again. Continue on though. We'll get to.
Well, you skip. Okay, so then,
Jack, we're going fast. What do we?
but don't miss the apothecary.
I didn't yet.
No, he
She
didn't go to the
I
park.
didn't.
She didn't go there.
She didn't go back there. I'm on her trying to kill him, and
Okay,
it doesn't
okay.
work.
First, okay, so she sneaks
Really?
into a compound with Jedis all around to kill this one Jedi. And then she escapes, right? This is fast forwarding. She escapes by jumping through a large hole in the ceiling, which
Skylight.
somehow she missed on her
So
first
when
attempt to get in.
When it rains on him, that deflects too.
It doesn't rain on this planet. You don't know how this works, Jack.
Okay,
So
all right.
she jumps through and she goes to the apothecary. Is like, hey, I need a way to kill this guy. Oh, okay. How about poison?
No, she brings her own poison though. She has her own thing.
She brought. Well, he had to make
and
it
he
into
has
a
to
poison.
yeah.
Now this
But
is
still,
interesting.
that doesn't make sense because he has a force field around him that we already saw that she cannot get through with physical force,
But
weapons, or anything.
She felt like she can communicate with him.
No.
based off their past.
The guy suggests it. So the apothecary is the guy from The Good Place, hysterical in The Good Place, and he has similar character mannerisms in this, but he's
I remember him.
that's
Okay,
the guy. He's great in this.
yeah.
And so what he suggests to her is all your adversaries have a weakness. You just have to find out what it is.
She was like, he doesn't have one. Yeah.
So he kind of suggests don't try force, try something else. And so she gets the idea, all right, well, he knows who I am and he knows why I'm here, something. And so she appeals to that. Whatever the reason is, he's been meditating for a decade. She knows. And so that's the way she's going to break the armor down, is attack him from the inside out, not the outside in.
Which I thought was very interesting.
Well, this is the other thing that's really interesting is it's setting up who this apothecary is, right?
Well,
who's the apothecary?
He's just some guy.
No.
I'm not.
Maybe.
I'm not tripping about him so much as I'm tripping about what the Jedis did to her. Actually does warrant this kind of justice.
That's right. But watch this. This actor, here's the thing about knowing when someone with credits gets cast in a role, that role usually ends up being pseudo-significant. So right now, he's just the dude who's hiding in plain sight, right next to the person who's on the revenge quest. And he's mentoring her, and he's in cahoots with the head Sith guy, but she's never seen the head Sith guy. She has no idea who he is.
You think this is the head Sith guy?
I'm just saying he's hanging in plain sight. So if there's a spoiler coming down the line and it's not this guy, why wouldn't it be this guy?
That'd be a letdown.
It would be exactly what you would expect a clever writer to do. Put the head villain in plain sight.
With that being said, we don't have a clever writer here, so let's move on with
Dang, Rich came! Rich chose violence today.
So somehow she psychologically
there's a Sith
gets
Lord
to
in
do
this, but we don't know who or what. We barely even seen his helmet.
Right, and the Sith Lord's acolyte apprentice has no idea who he is.
Right. We find
although
that out
she's
later.
working with him, and
So
this
she-
apothecary is also working with him.
So she goes back to the floating Jedi,
Mhm.
and she basically talks to him, and she's like, "Listen, you're doing this because you want to find peace, but I'm gonna give you a shot at real peace. Either you go turn yourself in and confess, or you can have my forgiveness." And she puts like the poison on the ground. He opens his eyes. And what does he say to her? He says,
so stupid. Hey, let me drink your poison because you're gonna hurt my shut up.
That's
Just
not
shut
why.
up.
That is
It's
not
stupid.
why, Rich. That is not what happened at
It's pretty
all.
close, actually. It's
It's
pretty close.
not.
Well, what did happen?
He's been living in so much guilt over what he did to her
Right.
that whatever he's created for peace obviously didn't work.
Right.
And he chose this is the only way to get true peace and forgiveness. Because they started bringing up peace a lot once they showed this guy. So apparently he's not at peace. And he does feel the need to unalive himself. That's the only way to get true justice. He can't live with himself for what he did to her. So I'm like, what the heck happened?
Right. So he self-deletes with the
Clearly,
bottle.
he didn't do enough because she's still alive.
And remarkably unharmed. Not
Yes.
even scarred.
Remarkably unharmed.
We can use a little scar or something.
But the whole family is gone, right? And the sisters were separated.
We didn't see the Sith's mask. We get a shot from him from the back. But the helmet kind of looked like Kylo Ren from the back, but it's probably his own thing. We didn't get a good shot of him.
Well, Kylo's not even alive at this point. What are you
I
talking
know.
about?
He's
I
definitely
said
not.
the helmet looked like Kylo's.
Right. It's sleek in nature, not bulbous.
It's like, yeah, it's like that.
It's not mushroom shaped.
It's not Kylo. Jack, you know about the mushroom shapes.
Oh, he knows.
You're right, Rich. What is he right about? He ain't right. This is the second time someone said you're right today.
Because I know what I'm talking about.
I don't like any of this.
Come on.
Okay, so he self-deletes, and then that's around the same time the Jedi show up with her sister Rue from Hunger Games. I love saying all their characters from other movies. They show up, and like she gets a vision of her sister as a kid, and she goes around it. She gets there just for a second of, it's you who did it. All to find out, like, no, it's not her.
Because the Jedi's there. Did they take him around the scenic route through the compound?
Oh, wait. So what he's saying is great. So
Crystal Martinez, that is a bold-faced lie.
No.
Rich, what's happening here?
I'm always right. Listen, what do you want from me?
he's in the VIP corner up there.
Is that the VIP corner?
What's going on? He's in the VIP
Is
corner.
that the VIP?
I'm talking about something that I know. No, I'll be the one.
Put him
I'll
on the
be
bottom.
your bad guy. Yeah, I'll be your bad guy.
You're gonna put him on the bottom.
No, Rich, you're not a bottom. That's for sure.
Pause. No Diddy.
No Diddy.
Wow. Wait. What?
Third time right, Jack, sarcastically. Right on Rich 100 times.
Come on.
What is happening today?
Yo, Lawrence is getting the brunt of it
I
today.
am. I didn't know everyone hated the Acolyte. I like it. So yes, it doesn't really make sense.
So why the one guy's taking a drink, the Jedi show up at the front door to go talk to the hovering Jedi, and they're met by a Jedi of the temple that says, "All right, let me take you." What do they go on the scenic route? Because they start going to him, but then the girl who's
I don't want your pity, Connie. I don't.
poor Lawrence.
I don't want
But then the
your
girl who's like who they originally thought was doing all the, taking out the Jedi, she goes a different route, which
Just-
somehow leads to the back door of this
just
guy.
to have the moment of she did it.
Right.
For 2 seconds to go.
Just for
No,
that.
she didn't. I got proof.
But just for the other guy to say, actually, I was here the whole time. She didn't do it.
That's fair. So it was cheap. It was like a little like
What was the
thing
point?
for that
And
brief moment.
one, what was the point? And two, why was the other path significantly longer?
Reasons.
Right. Okay. Good.
And I'm not even doing it in the Chris way. Reasons. That is similar to the ship crashing for plot, because they wanted that moment for her to be there with. They wanted that moment for her to be there with the empty vial and the dead body for that one moment for them to go. You did it.
And then the other guy, Charlie, walks in and says, "No, she didn't do it. I was behind her the entire time, but I didn't walk in when she was by the body. I kept a distance."
Wait, hold on. We have to I'll take it.
What?
I'll take it.
What?
I'll take it. Y'all gonna be right all day. Wait, but no, it's fake filler conflict. It makes you feel like things are happening, but nothing's happening.
Yeah. Okay.
It's not okay, Pop Johnson. I love this show. So basically, they're like, okay, she has to be around here somewhere, and they start cycling out. She can't leave the city. Blah 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 blah. The old master's talking to let me get their names right for crying out loud. So Rue, talking to Rue, and basically saying like she wants to kill her sister. Her sister's the reason why her family's dead. They're like, we still don't really know what happened. The master blames himself for what happened to her family. And yes, Osha wants revenge over May, And he's like, no, just trust me.
Oh,
Have
that's right.
faith in
So
me.
May is the evil twin sister, and OSHA
Is the good
is the
the
protector
former
of all humans.
Gemini.
What?
So then they do catch her, and the master, they do their plan works, and they find her in the streets, the Jedi, because they went to the apothecary and they had freaking OSHA double for her sister.
Right.
Although it's like, what if you don't know what your sister looks like now? Like, what if she changed her hair? Like, what if? But
Wait, no. Problem I had with that, the master was like, "Yeah, let's scope the place out. She eventually gonna have to come back." And then the young Padawan's like, no. How about we dress her up? Who knows nothing about her sister right now and how she acts, except for the fact that she's killing people.
Wait, let's take this civilian, because that's who she is.
Right.
Put her in harm's way in the middle of an investigation. I felt that way when they was like, let's take her with us. I'm like, she doesn't have a choice. Like, she's not.
But then
under
again,
arrest.
what do we expect when they brought the bartender to go point out?
Yo, this is Scooby freaking Doo.
Wait, but that's why they did it, because the bartender said they look exactly alike. Like,
I
okay,
know.
well, the bartender thought they looked alike. The
But like,
apothecary
to use that bartender as we got to arrest you because he said y'all look alike. What? That's all the evidence you got?
That character sees in black and white too, so it was a really weird one to have be the identifying eye point.
Does he see in black and white?
Does he see in black and white, or do all blacks look alike? Like,
oh, there it is. That'd be hilarious if May actually looked nothing like OSHA though. Like they don't even look. Anyway, so they do. They were able to ambush her, and then the master and her have a dope fight where she can't even lay a finger on him. This dude is smooth.
Mhm.
I mean, and to me, this fight scene was different, but on par with the first one.
Carrie-Anne Moss's character was smooth. Not a finger was laid on her either, really.
Yes,
well,
it was.
one force blast.
Yeah, one force blast.
Unexpected.
But this dude stripped her of her weapons without her knowing he did it. Like this master is definitely like a level above. Yeah, he's the master. Blaster? Is that what you said?
I don't think anybody said that part.
Oh, because that is how their writing team wrote it. Move on, Jack.
Right.
Listen, facial identification doesn't exist. Surveillance cameras don't exist. No, this is the future where we have interstellar space.
It's not the future. It's from a time long ago, Rich.
They can fly through different solar systems.
It's
it is
time
the future,
long
sir.
ago.
Okay.
Right. It's the future past.
This only Sith I can think of is Darth
Anus?
Nihilus.
Darth Nihilus.
See the disrespect we got here?
Wait, can we check this guy out? Can we get a picture of him and see him?
Yes, here you go. We didn't get it. Well, we never got a good look at him. So,
Yo, Field Marshal, where have you been?
It could be him.
No,
it could not be him. But I'll pull up a picture of him.
Can we get Phil Marshall on the show?
I don't think Field Marshal wants to be on the show. I think it's clear we know nothing about Star Wars.
Yo, this character is sick.
I don't think that's him though. That's the guy we saw on the rocks.
That's what it looks like. And if that dude's not the apothecary by the end of the thing, come on.
If that's the apothecary, I'll take it. I'll take it.
No, that's lame. That's so like on the nose. Like, hey, the whimsical kind of like comedic guy is the back. Like that is so like Scooby Doo. You and your dogs found me out. Like,
yo, this is exactly what the guy looks like. This is totally going to be him. He's got that sleek mask. Oh wait, is ETC you back with the second half of the question?
If you really want a reason why Acolyte is so terrible, you should just Twitter Harvey Weinstein's assistant, who's the head of this project.
And that goes to I was going to bring this up at the end of the show, but I'm like, I don't know what dirt that she has on who in Disney that got her to pull this script through and like really made a show. I don't know what it is, but it had to be something substantial.
I think Field Marshal will discredit us for even talking about this show. We have no business in the same conversation.
That's right, but we sure are enjoying it.
We are so happy. And Rich, I'm not going down that road.
Listen, we're talking $180 million to make this thing.
Usually assistants who work in Hollywood who put in the work over decades can start pitching shows. It's not, we hear mailroom stories all the time.
Harvey Weinstein's assistant too?
Phil Marshall is Dark Nihilus, like one of the
Why not? Somebody's assistant.
Hey, can we get back to the show?
Can we get back to the show? Rich has the best
Yo,
T-shirt.
wait.
Jack,
Phil Marshall, is Dark Nihilist like one of the
I
first?
know I don't have anything on today.
Oh,
What's it again?
He got nothing on below the waist.
No, you saw me do the thing. You saw my
Right.
pants.
No, I'm not
did the
rocking
basic
any
instinct.
logos, huh? I want to know, Phil Marshall, can you answer, is Dark Nihilist one of the first like Siths? Is that why he'd be significant in this series?
I don't think it's going to be him.
Oh, come on, Lawrence.
It could be, but it feels like they're going out of their way not to trip over continuity. Like they're
Is
going-
Nihilist in something else?
No,
Might
he's
have
not.
to
Nihilus is not the first. Excuse me, he's not the first Sith. It's Junta Paul. I probably butchered that first name. I'll read up on that later.
honestly, for
What
a
is
twist,
the point of the series, man? If we're not seeing like the beginning of the dark side,
what's the point of freaking Mando? It's just a self-contained story in the world of Star Wars.
so yeah, all right.
That's how I'm looking at it. A self-contained story in the world of Star Wars.
Where do we leave the review?
So basically, the Master, May is fighting the Master, and then she gets surrounded, and then
There's like a wind fart.
Ninja vanishes with the dirt, which is this
She
series
force
looks
blasts
good.
the dirt.
And I don't care what y'all say. This looks good. This series looks better than Ahsoka.
Does it? Because we're forgetting about the ship with the Padawan in it that just was not paying attention to the outer skirts of the dirt to notice a plume of it going that way down the
I didn't
alley
say
or
it made
whatever.
sense. I said it looked good. I said it looked good.
Yeah, it does look good. It does look good.
And yeah, it's kind of weird that she was able to get away like that. But then also, like every Star Wars movie and content, them being a Jedi kind of is like plot armor. They're a Jedi. It's like Batman in prep time. He's Batman. That's how he got away. How does he run faster than the bullets? It's Batman. That's why. It's kind of like that. And like she bumps into a guy. She pretty much, carjacks him, and then freaking Osha sees her sister for the first time. That felt very labored. I'm like, just like get out there. Like she's out there. It's your sister. Why are you making me wait for something?
Well, she clearly doesn't like her sister though.
She wants to kill her,
but she shoots like three shots way past.
Yeah, it had her dead to rights and was like, nope, missed
it.
And the way they looked at each other, this actress is so dope. The way they looked at each other, it was like it's way more complicated than revenge.
May, the dark Sith sister, seemed like she wants to reconnect with the sister, but Osha seemed to have a vendetta against the sister because May had started the fire that took out the entire village and her family.
Right. But when Osha saw her sister, that vulnerability hit, and she had her dead to rights and couldn't do it. Like she couldn't, she took the shot. She could have killed her, but she couldn't take the shot. She missed by 6 feet.
Right. And then Squid Games comes out and he knows that she missed intentionally.
Mando is about baby Grogu merch, period, plain simple. That dark lightsaber.
It's good. That dark saber.
Mando is about Pedro being the adopted father of baby Yoda.
Yeah.
No, it's about his stunt double being the adopted,
right?
Because he was not. Y'all think he was there?
Yeah.
He was not there.
He was only there when it was. He was there. My man was there for twice with that whole thing.
Twice, man. He is not there. But he's a father figure in Last of Us, so that's fine. So yes, May sort of kind of gets away, but doesn't. We learn that she's still in the city hiding, bumping into the apothecary guy. Say, I can get you off this planet, and it's also because I can take you to the forest of whatever it's called, and that's where your next Jedi is anyway.
How does he know this?
That's true.
Thank you.
He's the man behind the scenes.
And how is he able to evade so well if he has no abilities outside of making potions?
Right.
The main actress is trash. I've seen better acting in The Room by Tommy Wiseau. No, okay, etc. I strongly disagree with that.
That's rough.
You chose violence today, etc.
Your kindred spirit.
Wait. ETC. You got to follow up with the super chat question.
Yeah, what's the long story? You kind of started it up.
long or short. We'll take either at this point.
But we will. We definitely will. But and then we're left with the Jedi as well. And being basically told to come home. He's like, no, we can get her, come home. And then we go to the forest planet and we see the Wookiee Jedi.
The Wookiee Jedi.
The Wookiee Jedi.
Yeah.
Which is when I saw him walking, I'm like, this might be where the show definitely takes maybe not.
But if you've seen the trailer, they really show a lot of the Wookiee Jedi.
I purposely avoided the trailer, so maybe that's my fault. But that is a horrible stumble through.
Now, are there any other Wookiee? Like, there's not a lot of Wookiee Jedis.
As far as I'm concerned, just pretty much a movie watcher.
There are 11. There are 11 Wookiee Jedis in current canon and Legends.
It's not very many.
Oh, he said he's gonna have to send it Facebook Messenger because it will be long. We'll send it, man. If we don't have time today, we'll definitely read it next time. To your point, Jack, I don't know. I don't know if this series sets up the fall of the Jedi or it's a self-contained kind of Mando thing. At one point in time, this happened in our history. I don't know. I'm cool with either one.
But it's got to be a big event, or why do it at all?
Why they do Boba Fett?
I still don't know that because they like really slow desert transition scenes. I don't know.
That's kind of the show. I apologize for our stumble through, but if you saw it, you saw it, and
if you didn't see it,
I don't think we made you
understand it.
The Fall of the Jedi would be more engaging, but I feel like that if we're doing a Fall of the Jedi story, that's got to be bigger than what this feels more self-contained, smaller. Like the Fall of the Jedi story needs to be
epic.
And you kind of have to go in knowing that's what it is. Like that's what you're watching. This feels like it's 100 years before the Empire. So, Marshall, are you still on? What was the time span between the Fall of the Jedi and the Rise of the Empire? Because this still might be. This might be too soon for the real Fall of the Jedi, anyway.
Well, it depends on if they start doing time jumps like House of the Dragon.
Oh, hell no. Speaking of which, that comes on tonight.
Oh, that's right.
Why people do math on heroin, no one knows.
Meth.
That's it. Why do people do meth or heroin, no one knows? I know. Did you not watch Breaking Bad?
If you've done meth or heroin, then you definitely know.
Thank you, Connie. It would be more engaging, but it would need to be that it would have to be epic. So my thing is this story is a story of the Jedi.
It's Darth Bane. Who's
Darth?
He didn't say Bane.
He
did say Bane.
He did say Bane. You're the best show in town. Yo, yeah, we're the best show in time, man.
It was 14 years from the fall of the Jedi to the reign of the Empire.
So yeah,
before the beginning of the reign.
This is way
I
too soon.
I don't like this one better. You're saying Darth Bane is the original? Yo, Darth Bane looks sick. Am I going to share this picture? No, I'm looking at it. But the other character actually looks kind of cooler. Darth Bane looks like a...
Okay. Yo, Desiree Gilroy's in the house. Hey, you came just in time for us to wrap up the Acolyte. Well, we don't really give reviews ratings when it comes to TV shows that aren't finished yet, but we will
say whether we're coming back or not.
We'll tell you if we're coming back or not. He broke Batman. Darth Bane broke Batman.
Darth Bane.
You merely adopted the darkness. Yo, I'll tell you right now, I'm coming back to the Acolyte. No, I thoroughly enjoyed this.
No, you're not.
I am. I didn't care for that. Looks like fan art. I didn't care for
fan art's the best art.
I didn't care for Andor. Ahsoka got boring for me.
Did you finish Andor?
No, I couldn't.
You missed the best part.
Prequels like that, I have a hard time with. I have a hard time with the prequel to Rogue One, where it's like this is 6 months before Rogue One. It's like I really know what's going to happen. Sorry, I was planting flowers. Desiree, what kind of flowers you planting?
Aw,
See, that's someone who probably makes good life choices.
right. I could plant flowers, or I could watch these three bozos talk about content they don't even know what they're talking about.
Thank goodness for Marshall, man. I'm definitely coming back. I like this content. I honestly don't know what's not to like about it. It's not the best in the world, but I don't get all the hate, Rich. I just don't get all the hate. And Desiree was planting lilies.
Aw,
Good. We
Nice.
can plant it on the grave of this series.
come on now.
Rich, this is not that bad. You watched worse. You've watched way worse than life.
That's true. He's forced to constantly.
I am forced to constantly watch worse. Yes.
I'm coming back.
No, I'm not going back.
Oh, he said, I don't know about that. She ended up with me. He said, hey, at least we having something to talk about. That is true. That is true. And honestly, this stuff is it's fun. And I love getting between Desiree and et cetera. Et cetera. Don't remind me. I love it. And we are jokers. We are definitely jokers. Because we approach a lot of this content as fans. Like we're not super, we don't have an expertise. And some of this stuff we do have a strong expertise in. And some of this stuff we watch it as fans, but we all have opinions. And at the end of the day, whether you're a super fan or not, you're supposed to enjoy a show or not.
And who wants facts when you can have opinions?
Who can have made up imaginary facts? I'm coming back to it. I enjoy the show. I think the combat is dope. Jack, are you coming back?
Yeah, and I think we should review the last episode, so Rich has to come back.
Yeah, so Rich has to watch the whole series. For sure.
Nope. Well, if I have to come back just for the last episode, I will watch just the last.
No, you got to watch the whole series, Rich,
Why?
to catch up.
Who
How can
said?
you review? We're doing a series review. You got to watch the whole thing.
Y'all ain't going to watch it. You lying.
Rich,
You're pandering. You're pandering right now. You're not going to watch it.
I actually like this. I actually don't know why you don't.
I probably will finish it.
I'm gonna watch it.
I mean, it's got to get pretty bad in the next 2 episodes for me not to finish it
Yeah,
off.
it's got to really fall off the cliff.
I mean, this Wookiee thing could really Wookiee the thing.
It's definitely a popcorn family show. To me, it's not better than the best Star Wars streaming content, but it's not worse than the worst. It's not worse than Boba Fett to me, but it's not better than Mando. Like it sits, but it also has a nice, unique flair to him. Duct tape him to his chair and force him to watch. I will.
Wouldn't be the first
He
time.
lives over 1,000 miles away. They ain't happening.
Rich.
Actually, no, like 2,000-3,000.
I'm a show with duct tape and Vaseline.
Pause. No Diddy.
What the second?
No Diddy.
Why
Sir.
the second half? The Wookiee thing? Yes, Ghostimon. So at the end, thank you for getting us back to the review. At the end of episode 2, they go into the forest and they find a Jedi Wookiee. And that's either going to ruin the content or make the content really good. It's probably not going to be down the middle, though. You're either going to love the Wookiee or not like the Wookiee.
Because at the end of the day, for me, this content is about two sisters who are at odds, and either they're going to find a way to figure it out or they're going to kill each other. That's the content to me. Like you can take this story and drop it into almost any time or any kind of story.
Right.
And that's what I'm here for.
Oh, which is May,
And OSHA.
the evil sister, I use it loosely, is headed to go take out the Wookiee next.
Right.
That's why we're in Wookiee Jedi territory.
He is always in your heart, Rich. I am.
Yeah.
Aw, Rich. I'm just here for the Sith. And he's coming. He's coming strong. Frozen Disney Princess Sister Redemption Arc. Sort of, kind of, but no, because the sister wasn't evil.
She wasn't nice.
She was cold, but she wasn't on the revenge tour.
See what you did there. Yeah,
Yes.
that's true. Yeah.
She's. I mean, honestly,
Well, you know the
May
twist
is.
is-
She's Arya Stark.
The twist is actually OSHA's the one that started the fire. That's why they kicked her out of the order.
But like, they had to have been 9.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't understand all of that. Please not down the middle. Sometimes family matters. Steve Urkel.
Low hanging fruit.
All right. Well, that's our review of The Acolyte. It's time for some recommendations.
Recommendation.
Come on, hit it, Jack. Yeah, baby. So we're talking about prequels, right? We're talking about whether they're good or bad. I'm going to give you some recommendations of prequels that I enjoyed.
Okay.
I can't say they're good or bad. I say I enjoyed them. Could you show the pictures that I sent on Facebook Messenger?
You sent more?
Check them out. Oh, yeah, he did. He sent, I think, some more figures. A failed Disney bottom line redemption arc. OSHA will shut you down for starting a fire.
OSHA will shut you down. Get it? Get what he did there? OSHA?
OSHA will definitely shut you down for starting a fire.
They'll also shut you down if you climb a ladder above 4 feet without a harness.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Or use forklifts wrong. Yeah.
Yes, that's
Do
true.
you have ear protection? You better have ear protection and eye protection. So
Yeah,
where's your safety vest and your steel toe boots?
Hey man, I wear my respirator when I'm in the shop.
You don't want OSHA. You don't want OSHA creeping around your shop, all right?
There. Oh, I get it.
Slow as that train was moving, and he just caught it.
Yeah, I didn't catch it. It's still moving slow. So here's some. Well, Field Marshal 980 has some words for OSHA. Jack got it. Wow. I'm the slow one, Corey. Okay, so adult prequel series. Honestly, I recommend it, but not really. I don't think anyone should jump into this. But if you did watch it when it was out, it was a fun ride, and that's Smallville. You got 10 years of prequel that I don't think holds up if you go back and watch it
You don't
now.
need 10 years.
Yeah, but if you're riding the roller coaster as it's happening, it was pretty funny. And then you get let down on the last episode.
Was it really 10 years of Smallville?
10 seasons, bro. 10 seasons.
10
Should have been
seasons.
5 and called the rest Metropolis.
Yeah.
Because he's pretty much Superman. Another prequel series or a prequel that I thought was pretty
He was
good.
basically the Flash.
Red Blue Blur.
Red Blur.
Another prequel series that I thought was pretty darn good is I lost it.
Lost that one too.
It was in here.
Just skip to the third one then.
I can't get to the third one without the second one. But hold on, Rich. This gives you time to think, etc. You're awesome. Thank you so much. And you bought me some time to think. Okay. Oh, wait, hold on.
That's what
Oh, shoot.
Now,
he said.
what's up?
What's the story with this? Are these retros or are these like coming out now? Like a retro collection or something?
See, but it makes sense that these wouldn't have a lot of mobility, Lawrence.
Why?
Okay.
Superpowers are the same thing.
My brother had an Enterprise that had battle damage, like on the top saucer, top disc.
Did you have the Enterprise that split?
I don't think it's split.
We had the one you could get the saucer to pop off and be separate.
Yeah, I don't think it's split, but it had battle damage.
Are these your
Talk about
collection?
how good the Star Trek series is?
No, it's great.
I
actually didn't watch them.
Because
That was boring.
you're freaking.
That was boring.
I can't even think of a word to describe the nonsense that you just said.
Be nice.
like Star Trek.
Star Trek is like what?
Be nice because
It's the greatest.
It was very boring. There's a lot of talking.
What?
There's a lot of talking and walking around.
What?
There's a lot of talking and walking
Have you
around.
ever seen Riker? Riker was the smoothest fool about. Come on, man.
There's a lot of talking and walking
Come
around.
on, man. Have you ever seen Riker just get up in chairs?
Yes.
This dude was too cool, man. Come on.
Wait,
what are you
get up
talking about?
in
He
chairs.
would
Get
always
up and like this
straddle
man
the
would
chairs.
get in the. He would get on the back of the chair and just so smooth.
Wait,
his
wait,
transition
wait. So you're telling
from
me
walking to the chair.
you tell me I'm watching Batman anime series, I'm watching X-Men cartoon, and y'all talking about the way this guy got out of a chair.
Got
And
in
the
and
fact
out
that
of
he
chairs.
was just a cold. Yo, he was just cold no matter what. This man probably banged everyone on the Enterprise. All right. And they were still friends with each other. It was pretty wild.
Bro.
It was pretty wild stuff.
So etc. Is that your collection? Is that coming out? Tell us what exactly those pictures are. What was the context? You should review the new Picard and give all the spoilers. So that
Right,
means I have
because
to
Lawrence
watch
has
it.
the patience for that.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
Oh, if you didn't like that, you definitely not gonna like
No,
Picard.
I might like Star Trek now. As a kid, I don't think I was there for it, but now I probably would. Which brings me to one of my recommendations.
Right,
And this is kind of cheating, but the Chris Pine Star Trek movie is very interesting because it's a prequel, but in the beginning of it, they mess up the timeline. So it's a prequel, then it turns into almost a what if timeline because his Star Trek movies are canon. It just something happened that alternated their timeline.
So it kind of rebooted it.
It's a very smart way to reboot a series.
But it's not the first time, and it won't be the last time, Star Trek deals with time travel.
No, which why I fit. The picture of Star Trek series that you currently see is from my current collection from the new series. Nice. Are you an in-box collector? Must be, because those are the boxes.
Well, one of them looked like the Enterprise looked like it was out of the box.
The 3 boxes he showed us?
Yeah, the Enterprise is out of the box. The USS Enterprise, the NCC 1701 is in the box. The communicator is in the box, and I'm not sure if the phaser.
No, I did have a Star Trek action figure. I had Riker.
You had Riker? Was he taller than
one I
one of the
had?
figures?
I only
We
had
should
one.
see if,
But they were like the 3-inch bad boys back in the day.
He's still tall.
Star Trek gave us cell phones that we see each other with. Hey, okay.
Thank you. And iPads and all that stuff.
He is a collector. Desiree's like, he's a collector.
That's why he's watching the show.
That's how my wife sounds when she talks about his
We
office.
should try to get Saniqua on sometime.
We should. We have a friend that is the lead of Star Trek Discovery.
Mm-hmm.
We should. We'll see. We'll see. It's ending, so it will be fit. And my last prequel that I think is pretty dope would be. Where was it? I lost it again.
Man,
It was over there somewhere.
Well, y'all throw in a prequel while I think of a prequel you guys enjoyed.
Oh, he's opening it up.
I'm opening it up.
On the floor, he's opening it up in real
I'm
time.
opening it in real time. Because my brain's farting all over the place.
Is that what that smell is coming through the screen?
Yeah, man. Gunpowder and oil.
Yo, speaking of farts.
Throw up them superpowers pictures, Rich.
Wait. Speaking of farts, someone was talking about.
No, you don't gotta go. You don't have to go down a fart.
No. Wait.
Gross.
This is a good one.
All right,
Someone was talking about how obnoxious it would be to fight Nightcrawler because when he teleports, the smell he gives off from the dust is akin.
Is that canon? Is there really a smell?
Yes. It's like that rancid egg kind of.
Spock is 6 bay.
Yeah, he's 6 bay. Sex bay.
Sexy?
Yo, everybody likes some Spock. Come on now.
Yo, etc. I posted up the 3 that you sent, and now listen. I mean, my thing might be acting up because it's taking a while for these messages to come through. But I posted up everything you sent, so I don't know.
Well, those are my recommendations. I had 3, but I can't remember the last one, which is a shame.
So then you gave us 2?
I gave you 2. I'll give you an honorable mention, though.
I guess we'll take it.
Young Hercules was pretty funny. If y'all watched that Kevin Sorbo Hercules back in the day,
okay.
They had a Young Hercules show starring Ryan Gosling that was pretty fun. If you enjoyed Hercules, get to see how he was as a kid in the academy. It's pretty cool.
Starring Ryan Gosling?
As Hercules, Fox
How old
Kids.
is he?
He's probably like 18, 19, but he looked like he was 16.
Did you find what you were looking for, Rich?
Yeah. It was the messenger is acting stupid. Give me a minute.
They
Continue.
describe it as a sulfur smell whenever he bamps.
That's right, sulfur, which is
that-
basically
Which is
Is
right.
that what it's called? Bamps?
it's like bad farts.
Does it say bamf when he goes in and out, like the words in the comic?
Yeah.
Bamf. I'm just gonna throw it out there, but Jack of all trades with Bruce Campbell was amazing. Jack
I
of
don't
all
know
trades.
that one.
What's Jack of all trades?
I mean, everyone knows Bruce Campbell. Is it? This must be post Army of Darkness.
I feel like it's probably before Army, but after Evil Dead 2. Jack of all trades.
What am I going to do?
No, it's a series in 2000. This is mad familiar. Isn't he like a freaking...
Oh yes.
Oh.
I remember watching this. Entertaining. 20 years ago, I was not consuming very much TV 20 years ago.
Oh man, I was. That's all I did on the weekends. Rich wouldn't come outside, forced me to watch TV.
Blame me because you didn't want to be active outside?
You wouldn't want to come outside. You know, stay inside and play video games and use the bathroom.
Wow, we're back on that. All right, Rich, put up the pictures.
Hold on, I'm trying to get this in the best way that I can.
After, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, listen, I'll go back to just talking about how much I appreciate these McFarlane toys, and they
do that.
They force you to customize them, with the exception of this guy, Lawrence.
Not the exception. There's man McFarlane figures that don't need to.
No. McFarlane, but McFarlane.
Bro, you're
man.
tripping. Okay, hold on.
There we go.
All right, that was just enough time. You figured it out.
No. Now you got me going.
That ain't it.
Hold on.
That is not it.
Jack, what do you got to customize with this guy?
Yeah, that's a pretty good looking figure, Lawrence.
Come on,
Yeah,
man.
I can still see you. Can you make the screen bigger? Yeah. What? Yo, how many of these guys you got?
Oh, this is your collection. Okay,
so this collection. Yeah.
Do you have? Is that all the figures that they've come out with so far?
I'm assuming that's what he's doing because it looked like you got an empty space here and here.
Some are harder to get, as you can imagine. I'm trying to see what he's missing.
Dude, that's
Do you also have like the alternate Robin figures, etc.? Desiree's like too many. No such thing. Don't feel. Oh, etc. said, "You guys make me feel old, and I'm only 37." Well, etc. We're in our 40s, so you just made us feel like trash.
Hey, man, speak for yourself. I just turned 30 this year.
You keep living that lie.
Oh man, I'm so glad our faces
Beautiful
are on the screen
soul.
right now. Donnie said you're a youngin. I do. You're only missing Reverse Flash and Black. Yo, you know what's crazy? Like Black Manta, I feel like was everywhere, dude. When it first came out, I'm sure you can't find it now, but I remember when like these first dropped, Black Manta was the one in freaking Walmart that I saw the most when I'm trying to get just a Superman and Batman. How'd you miss out on the Black Manta?
Yo,
wait.
Is Wonder Woman's jet just an empty box?
Nah, it'd be funny. It's actually plastic. You say we look younger than you? No, that's this camera and lighting, sir.
Yeah, we're all cheating.
Not Rich, man, because you remember how silly those superpowers vehicles were?
True.
So yeah, it's like that. And
Look how good looking these Star Trek.
so
figures are.
but you're a mint in card collector. You don't take these out, huh?
Listen, I never took my toys out of the box either.
Nah, man, I open mine.
I had to start.
Well, I mean, it just takes up so much space.
That's true.
But if I get doubles or something,
It's away, like double the space. Yeah, you can't throw some of these boxes away.
Jack, I'm not gonna mess with my toys to show you how great some of these are. You're not even worth it.
Wow. Wow.
I almost pulled one out. I said, nah. He want to sit over there and break apart every Superman toy I give to him just so he can make an anime figure.
Well, look who it is.
Christopher St. Victor left his anniversary dinner to give us some money.
Yo, Chris.
Admit Chris is the debate genius.
No,
You should have waited before you paid us.
yeah, really.
Yeah, you got to put that in with the thing.
Man. Okay, Setter says he has doubles of a few figures, which I had taken out of the package. Okay, wait, so you have doubles of those superpowers too?
Lars's face.
Yeah, he's like, hey.
That's a lot. That's a lot of commitment.
Listen, man.
Well, I mean, those are cheaper though, right? They're like, how much?
I got doubles of figures.
No, they're cheaper, but some were when they first dropped, they were Walmart exclusive, which made it hard to get some of them. So I don't know if he got them all.
Hey, Axel.
Why is he here?
Well, I'm packing, so he was on the shelf. I gotta put him in a box now.
Desiree, are you a collector, or do you just tolerate his collecting?
Desiree sounds like she is the more sensible one. She plants flowers and whatnot.
She's my Shay. Shay is like, I think I had like some toys in the bedroom, and she's like, absolutely not. There's a room for this.
It's called your office.
There's a room for it. And she hates that they're all over the office too. She's like, I'm like, makes me happy. Makes me happy. Oh, but you do okay. Okay. Speaking of which, I gotta build this Thanos hand.
If there's one thing that I would really get into is
he's still gotta build the Thanos hand.
I was gonna do it today, but I decided to do a podcast instead.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, sure.
Oh man, well, we enjoy talking to y'all. We'll keep talking as long as y'all want to talk, but the show's kind of over. Geek Fusion TV, you missed the whole. Wait, hold on. People can't see you. You done missed the whole thing.
Yo, but he still came.
Thank you.
He still showed up.
Yeah, thank you for showing up.
Thank you for showing up. We talked
about
and
the
if Acolyte.
you want good toy reviews, go check out Geek Fusion TV because Geek Fusion TV is dropping phenomenal toy reviews. He also does lives and stuff like that, but we dabble in both BS, but he's actually doing it.
The real deal. I got the Batwing, etc. That's the only vehicle I got is a Batwing. Because I actually have it with my 1980s Batmobile figure. I actually show off a bunch of them, and if you want to, in our YouTube channel, if you hit the playlist and go into unboxings, I have my superpowers. I have like this big superpowers kind of thing. Not big because you have a big collection. But you get to see the old vehicles with the new vehicles. When are you guys showing up in Alaska?
That's right.
Oh man,
not soon enough is the honest answer.
Pretty
but
much.
Definitely before winter.
Look, my mom wants to go up there, so we're trying to make a trip.
That'd be dope.
I'm gonna have to put her in a bus and just take her.
That'd be dope. Live from Alaska, 3 brothers and a shot of milk. You know they say 3 bears. You need to there's 3 things to do. A black bear.
Here we go.
No, a grizzly bear.
Uh-huh.
Lie down and put your hands over your head. Just lie down and be still.
What? It's called play dead. They're gonna chew on you.
Brown bear, play dead. Black bear, don't play dead. That thing will maul you while you're playing dead. You got to kind of fight him. You got to pick up something and fight him. Polar bear, you just have to hope that when you're running away, there's someone with you that is slower than you. Yeah. Because there's no way around a polar bear.
Polar bear gonna eat you.
Brown, get down. Black, fight back. White, it's good knowing you. Oh yeah, take your mother to Alaska. We would love to see you guys in person. I think it would be very unremarkable. You guys.
Hey man, speak for yourself. I'm quite charming in person.
I love it, Geek Fusion. Live from Alaska, 3 popsicles and a shot of milkshake. Yo, Geek Fusion TV, way to play. That's brilliant. That's the kind
That's
of
good.
writing they need on the Acolyte, Rich.
That's what they need. Yes. 'Cause I don't know where they got these people from.
Jeez. Man, well, I guess this is where we sign off. I enjoyed talking to y'all.
Yes.
We'll be back, same bat time, same bat channel. I'm not sure what we're covering next week, but it'll be good. It'll be fun.
Says
I may not be here, but I'll be here in spirit. We'll see. But honestly, it's been real fun. If you haven't already, subscribe, hit that notification bell, like, and comment.
tell your friends about it.
Tell your friends about us. I'm not really talking about you guys that are here now while we're live. You guys are family. But for those watching us as it's posted on YouTube days after, check us out every Sundays. We also got unboxings. We have reviews. Jack and I did this whole Superman movie deep dive, which is pretty fun. Chris and I are going to get ready to do one for Batman, and Rich and I are going to do one for horror movies. Yeah, we have some fun here, man. Check us out.
We gotta go talk about Man of Steel pretty soon here sometime.
Yeah, we got to have that debate of why Man of Steel is the greatest Superman movie of all time. Love you too, man. Love you too. You need to start up your channel memberships. We need to have a whole meeting with Geek Fusion TV because apparently he knows exactly what he's talking about.
We're doing this wrong.
We're over here playing all these games. These reindeer games, these baby reindeer games.
Come on now. All right, let's wrap it up.
And you guys gonna lose to me in the Man of Steel. Okay. All right. I'm gonna hit you up. Geek Fusion. I guess Instagram. Best way to reach out to you. Connie said it's such a terrible movie. I love you too, etc. And follow up. Man of Steel is rubbish. That's gonna be great. All right. We're out of here. Thank you guys so much.
Rubbish. It's not rubbish. That's
Rubbish.
an overstatement. But
I saw a funny cartoon skit where people were celebrating Godzilla as he toured the city and saved it, right? Saved the city. People were celebrating Godzilla as he was leaving. Godzilla was giving his victory pose. Superman sees it on TV, flies in, and is like, oh. So when I blow up the city, y'all have a problem with it.
Right?
But he does it. No one has a problem with it.
Right? Cities fell. Cities fell when the Power Rangers fought monsters. Power Rangers never took them out of place.
All his bad guy wanted to do was to procreate and make a family and, expand. You know who else wanted to expand? Zod. I was like, yo.
Fair. But Connie was traumatized by Man of Steel and won't watch it again, Rich.
Well, there you go.
And Godzilla is a cat. And Cat's Quest 3 is coming out later, guys.
Hey, on
that note.
This is 3 Brothers and a Shot of Milk. We'll see you next Sunday. Like I said, hit our playlist up, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. We out.